Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with LaShawn Fondren and Stephen Richard. The two of you have been together for 2 years. You have one child together, and you don't want to be together anymore. Ms. Fondren, you are seeking $1,575 for various things from Mr. Richard, and we will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Ms. Fondren, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here today?
Your Honor, Stephen is a personal trainer, and I'm here to see if you can train him to stop cheating on me. Our entire relationship...
I'm good, but I don't know how good that... I don't know if I'm that good.
Our entire relationship, I would say he has been a cheater. I have found a lot of text messages, nude pictures in his phone. When we first started talking, he came to me as he wanted to settle down, he wanted to have a baby, he wanted to get married. At first I was skeptical about it because I had already been married before. But I wanted to say, okay, give it a chance. So I put my heart back out there, and we went for it. The first time I got pregnant, I ended up having a miscarriage. I was devastated, and he was too, but he wanted to keep trying. So we kept trying, and eventually I got pregnant again.
Let me ask you this. After the miscarriage, which, by the way, I'm so sorry for.
Thank you.
Did you know he was cheating on you then?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am. He has a good mouthpiece. Like, he will rock you to sleep. You would think that,
He talks a good game.
Oh, yes, a very good game. Yes. So once we did eventually have a successful, we went to the doctor, and the doctor said, yes, I'm pregnant, everything. So everything was good. I would say for about 4 or 5 months of being pregnant. We would fall out. He would say mean things. His mouth is bad. He would be like, oh, it's time for you to call the doctor. You need to make an appointment. And, this ain't for us. We can't have no kids together. But he would say mean things to me. So, but then he'll apologize, and then I'll forgive him, and, we'll go on about our day.
Does he cheat on you a lot?
A lot. But
okay, give me some examples of times when you got good evidence on him.
Oh, so he left to go because he's a personal trainer, and he sells his own juice. So he out a lot making runs, selling juice. So he left his phone on the counter, and I decided to go through it because it was just ching, ching, chinging all night. So I go through it, and it's like, oh, I love you, I miss you. I wonder if you still think about me like I think about you. And so when I brought it to his attention, oh, it's just nobody. But evidently you gotta be responding back. For her to say something like that to you, you gotta be responding back, So then he would go one night for the UK game. We were supposed to go together to watch the game. Well, he says, well, I gotta make a run, then I'll come back and pick you up. Well, why you gotta go make a run, then come back? Why can't I just ride with you? So evidently he must have went to meet the other girl. When he came back, I was in pain, so I didn't even get to go nowhere. We sit at the house, chill, whatever. But eventually it came out. Somebody came and told me, like, oh, he's riding around with another chick in the truck. And at first I didn't want to believe, because we was together a lot. Like, I went with him when he sold juice, we trained, like he was a personal trainer,
yeah.
and I
So you thought everything was cool?
Cool. Like, he told me he loved me. Like, you don't say you love somebody and you're out cheating. Like, and you're having a baby. Like, you want a whole family, but you out here still being a dog. Like, you almost 40 years old.
Mr. Richard, respond to any or all of that.
Your Honor, from the beginning, from up front, LaShawn knew that I was a dog. I told her from the beginning I didn't want to be with her. She knew most of my clients that
She knew from the beginning you didn't really want to be with her?
Yes, ma'am.
After she had the miscarriage, she says the two of you made a conscious effort to try and have another baby. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Why would you do that if you didn't want to be with her?
I wasn't ready at the time to settle down. She knew this.
Yeah, but why try to have a baby, though?
Yeah.
I mean, talk about committing yourself to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate commitment. Why did you ask her to have one?
Wanting more kids, but I didn't want to be with her,
Wanting more kids, so you just like having children with various women?
No, at the time, I just wanted another child, and I didn't...
Seriously? How many kids you got?
I got 5 and a grandbaby.
And want more.
And you have 5 children. How many different baby mothers?
Just 4. Yeah.
Just 4? Do you spend significant, meaningful time with all of those kids?
Yes, I do. I love all my kids, you know.
I didn't ask if you loved them.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
asked him, do you spend significant, meaningful amounts of time with all of your kids?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You do?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that true?
I want to know how you do that when you in Atlanta and she's in Kentucky.
Your Honor, I travel all the time. You know, I'm a travel trainer. You know, I sell my juice, work out with clients from Atlanta to Kentucky, traveling. And then when I do come in town, you know, if I don't pay my child support on time, she wants more money.
I don't get child support.
She won't let me see my daughter. You know, she rather nag and argue all the time. That's why I moved out from the house with her.
Right,
you know.
right.
I'll put him
You
out.
know that child support keeps going up
Yeah.
the more children you have.
Yeah, I know.
You get that part, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What did she misunderstand in the beginning? Did she mistake your desire to actively try to have a child, which, by the way, if you were my daughter, you and I'd still be on the floor fighting about trying actively to have a baby with a guy you didn't know quite that long and who you weren't married to? I don't know what that's about. Did she mistake your desire for a child for a desire with a future with her? Or did she simply decide not to pay attention to you when you told her what you were about?
She wasn't paying attention. She already knew off my social media pages what I do. She knew I worked out with clients, and she knew I would have sex with most of my clients that work out with me. I was a complete dog.
Are you serious?
No,
Do you know anything about game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, dudes have game. Not all dudes, but a lot of dudes have game. They say whatever, whenever, however, to get you to do whatever. Did you know he was having sex with most of his clients?
Your Honor, I didn't even know nothing about him. Like,
Your Honor, she's a liar.
he told me, he was like, you never heard of me? I'm Sniffle. No, I'm not out there like that. So no, I don't know no sniffles. Oh, well, I'm a rapper. I'm gonna do it. No, I don't know all that. So let me tell you.
Are you famous in your own mind?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, the home of the juice. You know, that's me, Flex the trainer. That's what I do. She knew that's what I do. Work out 24/7 with my clients, sell my juice. She was one of my big clients with my juice. She was losing weight. She lost plenty of weight, and she was crazy about me. You know, she would stalk me. I would be at the gym. I would be at the gym. She'd be sending me pictures like, "Oh, I see you." I'm like, "I'm working out with my clients." She would come in.
Oh my God.
She'd come to the gym. I want more child support. Be like, "Hold on, you need to get out of here." You know what I'm saying? You know, she was, a little cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? Cocoa Puff.
Your Honor, let me tell you. I bought juice part 3 or 4 times. Well, first twice. Once, the second time, then we start working out. When I work, he's like, get a bathing suit. We're gonna work out in the pool. Okay, we go to the Y. So he was like, you know, you're not my client no more. When I first saw you, I know I had to have you.
That was one of my roles. That's what I do. That's one of my
what you
life.
do, yeah.
But I'm saying, I was single. I was doing me. I was doing me. I wouldn't even like.
Do you know anything about game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, dudes have game. Not all dudes, but a lot of dudes have game. They say whatever, whenever, however, to get you to do whatever.
Yeah.
And for some reason, otherwise intelligent women get like this deeply stupid and think, man, this cactus got 5 kids with 4 other women. All of a sudden, they all went away, and the thing he said to me was, he told those other women, oh, I'm just with you waiting on the right woman, and you thought you were the right woman. How does that happen?
I didn't think I was the right woman. I didn't base on what his past was.
She knew it, you know what I'm saying?
Why wouldn't you, though?
Because I feel like you got to give people a chance. People change. You know what I'm saying? If you go by what somebody else said, like...
What do you think he told those women in his past to get them in his bed?
He didn't tell me. I didn't know he was sleeping with all his people that he was working out with.
She knew better than that, Yana.
He's lying.
She knew
He's
better
lying
than that.
because...
You know he had kids, right?
Yeah.
2.
Oh.
I knew he had 2. What, 3? I take that back. He got 2 daughters and a son. They're older. They're like the 20, 19, 18. They in that age. So Yeah, I didn't think he was like with anybody. When he came to me, like he's single type thing. I'm single. I'm doing me. I was in a relationship. I was relationship for 17 years. Married for 6. I had got a divorce. After like 2 years, I'm doing me.
Oh, so you hadn't been out there in a minute.
So I haven't. Like before I even start fooling with him, I was already kicking it with somebody else, just having fun. Like he came to me.
Of course they all do. That's what y'all do.
No, for him to say I was stalking him, that's a lie, because I ain't got to stalk nobody.
Anyway,
I just want to say.
Do you at all feel bad about the havoc that you cause in women's lives when you knock them up and walk off?
Yes, Your Honor. I feel I'm trying to be a better person nowadays. I'm not that same person I used to be, you know. When I got out of prison, I first just met LaShawn, and she started working out with me, and I was thirsty and coming out prison. And, you know...
Did you know he had just come out of prison?
He told me he got out 2016.
You know, changed my whole life around, and I'm not the same person I used to be. Now I'm more...
And congratulations for that, Mr. Richard. It's not easy. Oh, you don't have to applaud for him. He just did you dirty. I'm just saying.
I'm more professional nowadays. I moved to Atlanta to change my life around. I'm moving in the right direction. With
Are you still sleeping with each other?
Nah,
I'm done. Like, there's...
Done completely?
I don't see him like that. No, I don't trust him. All I want him to do is be a full-time father to Kamari. That's all I want.
Don't ever I don't care what he says, I don't care how he changed, because he thinks he's that dude, and I want you to make sure he knows that he's not.
She knew I was a dog, Yana. I'm not that same person no more.
But she knew?
Yeah, she knew. And now she wants to know me, but it's not gonna happen. You know.
Oh, she don't want you no more. She done. Don't you think?
I can have if I want to, but I don't want to.
Miss Fondren, if you hear nothing else I say today, you need to hear this. Don't ever let that statement be true. Don't ever I don't care what he says, I don't care how he changed, because he thinks he's that dude, and I want you to make sure he knows that he's not. I'm so sorry.
Amen.
I'm so sorry you're hurt. I am. You hadn't been out there in a while, so I take back some of my fuss. Do you see what you did over there?
Yeah.
You've probably done that repeatedly.
Yeah, I have. I have heard a lot of women that's been in my life.
You know, you damage your community when you do things like that.
Yes, ma'am.
They got to share your money. They got to share your pain. They got to share your time. Our kids don't have solid foundation because they got 1/5 of a father out there. You know what I mean? You are damaging the whole community when you do that.
Yes, ma'am.
You say he doesn't care for his child. Tell me why you believe that.
I say that because he don't keep his word. When he say, like right now, I'm still waiting for him to get a dresser for our room. Oh, I got it. He tell me all the time, all you gotta do is ask for it, and she got it. I ask. He say, closed mouth don't get fed. I ask. I still don't get it. Like you pick and choose what you want to do.
Yeah, she wants me to
when
jump
you
when
want to do
she
it.
wants me to jump when it's on her time. You know, so I got my own cleaning service back home, carpet cleaning, and I do a lot of stuff. And she knows it. And I be busy when I come in town sometimes, and I don't get to get around to.
Too busy to be there for his kid. He told me I'm too busy to go shop for a dresser.
I told her
but you can't take out 5 minutes. But like he said, I travel all the time to see my kids.
I give her the money.
So when do you have time to see your kids if you so busy all the time when you come down here? So when do we see them?
Does he see them regularly? Does he see your child regularly?
FaceTime.
FaceTime.
I mean, since I done moved from state to state, you know, it's hard for me to. And then when I do come in,
Are you regular with the money?
Yes, ma'am. Money's it's no issue. It's just when she wants me to.
My pockets are empty,
I ain't gonna put no money in her pocket. I go do it myself, Yana.
Well, when you gonna do it?
You know.
When's the last time you've contributed financially to your child, to that child's life?
All the time. You know, not too long ago.
When is the last time?
Like last week.
Last week, what'd you do?
She went out of town, and I bought my daughter like so much clothes and shoes, and you know, my daughter's spoiled. You know, she don't really need.
His mama, Your Honor, bought all the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So
he got about 3 or 4 outfits, and
can you count?
Yeah.
She can't count. She cannot count.
Yeah, they're and
you know, you don't sound like a remorseful man, Mr. Rich.
He's not.
So tell me why you are seeking $1,575 from him. $175 for a personal training session. I can't wait to hear that story. And $1,400 is for an unpaid loan. Please explain that to me.
Well, that's the cost of the package that he started out with. So you're supposed to get, with $175, you get unlimited training and unlimited juice. Well, the first time I trained, like, okay, it was a free workout, see how I liked it. Okay, cool. I see I can do this. I can lose weight with the juice and everything. Second, third time, it was, oh, now, like, we like this now. So you ain't my client no more. So the training stopped going lower and lower. And then I stopped getting the juice. Like, I didn't get $175
worth of juice.
Juice or training. Like, I got heartache and pain.
Did you get light on the training in the juice when you two became an item?
Yes, I did, Yana.
So you think you owe her for that, right?
No, once I got what I wanted, she knew it. She knew I didn't want to be with her. She
Tell me about the loan.
So I didn't work long, so all I got was $3,700 from my taxes. He wanted to do a company truck. I believe, regardless of how he treat me, I believe in him. Mm-hmm. I know he can be a great person, a great trainer. You know, whatever he put his mind to, he could do it. So he came to me. He's like, I need to get a truck. You know, once I start getting my money, I'll pay you back. I said, okay, cool. You know, a month go by. Okay, where the truck at? I'm still looking. I'm gonna get one up here. Okay. A couple weeks go by. Where your truck at? Oh, well. And then he eventually, when he waited till we fell out, and then he was like, I tricked that off. You ain't getting it.
I tricked that off. You ain't getting it. Mr. Richard, did that occur?
No, she's not.
Will you tell the story correctly then?
I seen a couple. I got a cleaning service back home, and I wanted a van for the company, and I knew she got her taxes, and I knew I could get some money out of it, so I just asked for it, you know. So she gave it to me, and I told her what I was doing with it, and she politely gave it to me. She didn't say give it back or nothing, you know, because, you know, we like that, you know what I'm saying? So she knew what the business was.
Ms. Fondren, Mr. Richard is a con man. You got conned out of $1,575, and now I'm awarding it to you. It is so good.
What are your thoughts now after speaking with Judge Lynn today?
I'm happy with everything that, you know, was said. Like I said, I just want him to do what he got to do for Kamari and just be that. Like, I'm done.
Is there any remorse, you know, thinking back and kind of, you know, the decisions you made?
Yeah, you know, I truly apologize. I told her plenty of times how I apologize, how it was, and what it is now, and if I could, I would take it back, you know.
Judge, today's case is Cookie Lady.
Infidelity early in a relationship can cast a shadow over the entire thing, no matter how long it is. Let's see if I can't shed some light on this situation.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Leticia Turner and Deshaun Mitchell. The two of you have been together for 18 years. You have 2 children together, and you also have 1 child from a previous relationship, but you treat him like he's your own because you've been with her so long. You are here in divorce court seeking $2,300 from Mr. Mitchell for a car. So we're going to talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Ms. Turner, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this relationship and why we're here today?
Judge, I've been with Sean for 18 years now. And at this point, if I'm unhappy and he continues to be unhappy, I just want to be done.
Okay. Why is everybody so unhappy?
In the beginning of our relationship, we lived in an apartment complex. There was a young lady that I seen through the building. So I got off work early one day, and she was knocking on the door. When I answered the door, she had a tray of cookies in her hand, saying she was bringing it for my son. And I'm looking at this lady. It was mysterious to me because you never speak to me, so why are you bringing cookies to my house? So a couple days after that, I roll over in the bed about 2 o'clock in the morning, no Sean. So I decide to go to the floor that I seen her punch on the elevator and I see him scrolling out of her apartment very comfortable.
Mr. Mitchell.
Yes.
Do you recall that occasion, or?
I don't recall all of it.
Do you recall anything similar to that?
Something like that. I was on that floor, but I ain't come from her apartment like she was saying. It's just a big coincidence. You know
Your Honor, I got off the elevator. I saw him come out of her apartment.
But you say it wasn't you.
No, it was me, but I wasn't.
You
coming
wasn't
out
that
her.
apartment.
It was. Correct.
Where were you coming from?
I was coming from a mutual friend of ours' apartment. We was playing games all night. You know, we was some gamers.
But wasn't that 18 years ago? Oh, Ms. Turner.
Not really 18 years, but...
And you're still hounding this cat every day about women because, let's give you the benefit of the doubt, 10 years ago, some chick came to the door with cookies, and you've been on him ever since.
He admitted to having an affair
It wasn't
with
cookies for me, Your Honor. It was for
Well, you skipped that part. Did you have an affair with the cookie lady?
Hey, afterwards, since she put a lot to my attention, so it kind of pushed me over to that way, so I was...
Cookies were good, huh, Judge? Cookies were good.
I'm being...
I guess
good
so.
cookies.
I guess cookies were good. Mr. Mitchell, how long did the affair last?
Soon as she said something about it, I just left it alone, but I found out she was having an affair with a coworker, so that's what really pushed me on to it.
Were you having an affair with the coworker? That's a yes.
He says tomato, I say tomato, because it was not a physical relationship. Mentally, yes.
An emotional...
Connection.
But this is like forever ago, right?
No.
Yeah.
Give me a time frame. Help a sister out.
The incident in which he's referring to with the coworker, it's been within the last 2 years.
Well, when's the last time you caught him doing something wrong?
Within the last 2 to 3 years. With Sean, it really never stopped with him.
To her. She said to her.
Yeah.
And
Have you messed up since the cookie lady?
Nope. Only thing I've been doing is what I think is right. Paying bills and being a good father. But, it's always gonna come back to me as, the cookie lady.
Give me the best evidence post-cookie lady that this man's running around on you. Because I'm about to call you on your delusion, but go ahead.
I don't even know where to start.
Best evidence. Something that I'll say, yup. He was messing up.
There was another neighbor. This is during the time in which he was referring to me having
an emotional affair, right?
With a coworker.
But excuse me.
So
hang on, I'll just talk.
So I was also friends with her, but at the same time, I don't feel like my husband should be hanging out and feel comfortable walking in her house, fixing things and doing this and that for her. Some of the stuff you don't even do for me, so why you doing it for her? And then we were sitting on the porch one time. The neighbor got jealous because Sean was braiding my hair. He even noticed it and said something about it. So we argued about it many, many times. And then me and the neighbor was sitting on the porch for Mother's Day. And she admitted to me that Sean hit on her.
Okay, Sean, now why don't you tell me your version of what's been going on?
I ain't hit on her. I just was listening to her conversations with them about us, and maybe they got a little jealous in their own right.
Mr. Mitchell, is she nonstop? I get the sense that she's nonstop with accusing me with the cheating stuff. But on the other end, your sex life has been non-existent as well.
Non-existent. You know what?
Tell me about that.
I'm gonna tell you about one time. We both be working. It's a hectic schedule, so I can understand that. But one time, we both made plans on going out, and I told her, okay, when I get off work, because she was off that day, I said, when I get off work, we're gonna go shopping. We're gonna go get some outfits and some sexy lingerie. We're gonna go out to eat and go to a movie.
Just do it up. Have a great time.
When we come back home, we gonna have us some fun. Okay, everything got good and going until we got to the house. Next thing I know, she just zoned out and started getting on social media and looking at TV, and then she just went downhill from there. Okay. So I don't.
Ms. Turner, was he trying to get his groove on, and you fell into your E life?
If he did, I probably didn't notice because he don't do it. He don't do it. I always say, to me, a man like a microwave. Boop, they ready. A woman like a crock pot. I need a little romance, a little brewing to get those juices flowing.
Well, yeah, I had rose petals and everything down.
He used sex as a Band-Aid for everything. When he said he want to have sex. When he happy, he want to have sex. I don't get that.
But he just told me a story about going out and buying clothes and sexy lingerie. And you guys would make it romance and play. And when he did do that, the crock pot still didn't get hot.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was working so much, and I'm gonna tell you, when you get on the Facebook, you being nosy, it can suck you in. And that's what happened that night. And I was tired on top of that, and I fell asleep.
That's not a good look, Ms. Turner.
I know.
Facebook. Dude. Facebook. Dude. You know what I mean? And he put some effort into it. And if you want to encourage a man to be romantic, last thing you want to do is have him be romantic, and then you turn up, on social media. He's supposed to be ludicrous about it. He's supposed to be the big bully with the bat at the door, like Will Smith in Bad Boys 2.
He's a great father. He's just a terrible spouse.
So what is your main complaint, other than the sex life is dry, which you kind of okay with?
I feel like she really don't respect my opinion. For instance, I was sitting on the porch talking to a family member. We sitting up talking about God thing. As black men, we go through different situations every day. So I'm just telling him, like, you got to be mindful when you're going and leaving, and make sure you do everything by the book, because you never know what's going on. I guess she was listening in the house, so she come on the porch. You ain't got to tell him like that. You got to make it so he can understand. I'm like, well, this is a man-to-man conversation, a black man-to-black man conversation, and it's kind of hard to even candy coat anything about the worries of the world today if you want somebody to really understand
what's happening.
You know what I'm saying? So
Did you come out all out of your neck about a conversation he was having with his son?
I don't even remember what he talking. I don't even know what man he was talking to.
Maybe because she just jumped down my throat so much. Just like the time with our daughter, she was trying to tell me about some young boy care about my daughter. I'm like, can't no young man under 25 care about no female besides sex.
And you told her that?
I told her that. I say.
And what did she say?
She jumped down my throat because she had a different opinion. You can't say that, this, that, and other. I'm like, well, to me as a father, you can't come telling me about some young man caring about my daughter and I hadn't even met him. So.
Okay.
But to his offense, he's a great father. He's just a terrible spouse. She told me about the young man about a month before she told her father, because
she knew he wasn't gonna like it.
Wasn't gonna like it.
Got it.
And plus the two brothers not gonna like it.
Right.
So she came to me and I was like, but you told me, so you gotta tell your daddy. And she was like, will you be with me when I tell Dad? I said, yeah. And so I'm trying to warm him up to the idea, and then my daughter come in and explain the rest to him. He just fly off the handle. And I'm like, you can't do that with children, because if you show them that you don't like a certain thing, it's gonna push them toward. Then she's gonna be sneaking with him.
Did you do that right then and there?
Yeah.
Not a good plan. Let me tell you how it go. He's supposed to be ludicrous about it. He's supposed to be the big bully with the bat at the door, like Will Smith in Bad Boys 2. You guys don't have to come at her the same way. She comes to you first with the soft stuff. Yes, she's gonna have to tell your father, and your father's gonna get upset about it. He don't want that brother around her. He don't want it. He don't want to deal with it. And that's the truth. And that's what that is. You don't undercut him with that. You talk to him about it later. You say, hey, I know you mad. I get you, but we gotta let her out a little bit at a time. Why don't we do this? I don't like him either, but let's do this. Let's do it softly. But you don't disagree with him in front of her about an issue about her. That's not in her best interest. And I'm loving that attitude.
Thanks.
I mean, woo, that's what they're for.
I know.
Defending his home. Yeah. I don't want no, your little boy looking at her. Oh. Oh, go ahead with your bad self, Mr. Mitchell.
Appreciate that.
You walked it all the way to the edge, and he fell off. So you can't come at him with all of this global, gigantic, if we don't get it together, it's gonna be lost and for naught. Do you think you have a communication problem?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the source of the problem?
I think it's between me and him. I think it's the comprehension. I'll say something like, if I say the sky blue, he gonna say it's baby blue. But we both talking about the same. We both talking about the same thing, but somewhere our communication it get lost in the sauce.
Let me ask you this: do you disagree out of habit? Sometimes you can get in the habit of just being disagreeable.
I'm gonna be honest. It is a habit because sometimes she can be like, "Baby, let me talk to you," and I'm already like, "Well, I don't agree with you because I already know I don't want to hear it." Sometimes, you know, after so many times, I don't want to hear it, and then I'll be.
Don't want to hear what?
I just sometimes, even after a long day, even though I'm at home most of the time in my studio or something doing some music, I really don't be wanting to, hear her tell me everything that I already know and jump down my throat with it. So I'm already at a defense with it.
Do you approach him in a way that's going to get you what you want, as opposed to simply expressing whatever piece of frustration you might be feeling at the moment?
He take every response I give him and he take it to the extreme. Like I told him when we had the argument about my daughter, if we don't get our communication together, we're not gonna make it. And he just, oh, you don't want to be with me? We're gonna break up. He just took it straight there.
Well, that's where you took it. You went there. You walked it all the way to the edge, and he fell off. He said, if we don't get our communication together, we're not gonna make it. What is that other than we're not gonna make it?
To me, it means that we need to work on our communication.
But that's not what you said. They hear exactly what you say. That's it. They don't hear no nuance, no tone, no, none of that. You take it to that, that's where he goes. I used to say, okay, Eric. And he'd say, okay. And my sons used to say, Mom, Dad, when she says it like that, it means she doesn't want to do it. Yeah, but that's not what she said. Yeah. And that's how they are.
Yeah.
So you can't come at them with all of this global, gigantic, if we don't get it together, it's gonna be lost and for naught. You can't go there. Hey, look, man, we need to learn how to talk. See what I'm saying? There's a difference. Now, if she comes at you correctly, what you gonna do?
I'm always compromising. I'm always there. I'm always ready to put my first foot out there.
Is that what I asked you? Is that what I asked you?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
The first thing you're gonna do when she comes at you correctly is listen to what she said, unlike what you did with me. You understand what I'm saying? You're in your head about what you do right and what you do correctly. You can't come correct when she comes correct. A woman needs to be heard. A man everybody needs to be heard. If you don't want to have that same rotating conversation all day, every day, you have to stop, listen to what she says and say, listen here, baby, this is what I hear you're saying to me.
I'm just tired of the arguments. Just like he said, I love him and he's my best friend and I don't want him to be unhappy or me to be unhappy.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Listen here, I'm gonna give you a book of mine. It's called Making Marriage Work. I got a whole chapter in there about how to have a conversation. You could just follow along. But there's nothing wrong at your house that isn't fixable. First of all, the cookie lady is over. If you keep beating on that drum, you're just gonna beat yourself to death with it. That thing is over with. You're being jealous every day on the off chance that one day he might did what he did one day before. Let's not go out like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Love him, enjoy him, be comfortable with him until you see that he's no longer trustworthy and he's actually done something. But enjoy him and enjoy your conversations and come at him differently. And then you respond differently when she comes at you differently.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
The kiddies are watching. So you want what? $2,300? Mm-hmm. You're not leaving him, are you? Nah.
Yana, can I
What?
say this?
Yes.
I don't know what she want that money for anyway when the car's still in her name. So
But it got repossessed.
Yeah, but when she went and bought it back, she went up there and it's in her name. And how can you want money for something that's already yours? It's in your name. I've been on gave her that tenfold.
Yeah, no, I'm not, you know, I wasn't going to give it to her anyway. Don't worry about it. But I just want you to hear what I said. Don't be frustrated and distraught. Be like, I got a new tool. You know what I mean? You're frustrated about how it's gone. I want you to be excited about the new tools that you can use to change it going forward. You can redirect the ship. You really can. You hear me? I want you to feel good. You don't feel good. I'm not helping either. You have more power than you know. Yeah. You have the power to decide how this relationship will go. You have the power to dictate how you feel and what you say and what you do. And day by day, inch by inch, you can bring this thing back from the brink. I'm telling you. This matter is adjourned.
Let's start with you. How do you feel after speaking with Judge Lynn today?
You know what? I think she solved a lot of our problems. I think she just hit it right there on the nail.
I mean, 18 years.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. But might be a new chapter after leaving here today. What are you willing to do to kind of meet her halfway? If the sky's blue, we're just going to decide that it's blue, right?
Yeah, it's blue.
It's blue.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? It's many more years to come, 18 plus more years.
All right, well, we like you guys. We're rooting for you, okay? Pleasure. Nice meeting you. All right, take care.
You take care, too.
Follow us on Instagram for additional content from this case and preview our next all-new episode.
Judge, today's case, love don't cost a thing.
She says he's cheap. He says she's too flirty. Now it's time for me to decide just what's going on.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Alexis Butler and Antoine Dolford. The two of you have been together for 3 years, but you do not want to be together anymore. You don't have any children together. And Ms. Butler, you are asking Mr. Dolford for $500 for a phone you said he destroyed. I will talk about that momentarily, but before I do, Ms. Butler, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why the two of you are here today?
All right, Your Honor. So we're here today because my boyfriend thinks that he's going to be with me, a model, by being on a discount 24/7.
He wants to be with you on a discount.
24/7.
24/7. Explain that to me.
So Exhibit A, we have my nail. Press-ons. $5 press-ons that broke. I need to be, if I'm a model, I need to have my nails done, a manicure, a pedicure, everything needs to be taken care of, and he doesn't want to pay for anything.
Why don't you pay for it?
I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but if you're my boyfriend and you're gonna be with me, I feel like you need to be able to pay for it.
Really?
Really? It's a push and pull.
It's a push and pull.
It's a push and pull.
What else is discounted?
Oh, everything. Let's start with, before I even had these press-ons, we had the original nails, which he decided, oh, okay, let's take you out. I'm like, okay, cool, that's so sweet. Where you wanna go? We can get your nails done. Oh, thank you, babe. So we get there, and you know, during a manicure, before you get your color, after you wash your nails, they tell you, here's your receipt, this is how much you have to pay. No, he doesn't wanna pay that. It was only $45. He wanted a discount. He talked to the manager.
Did he get a discount?
I left.
You were too embarrassed.
That's embarrassing. At that point, we could have just went half and half, but you sitting here talking to this man, and so I'm like this, trying to hide my face.
Mr. Dolford, were you trying to get a discount on the nails after the service was provided?
Listen, I'm not paying that much, and she gonna break it in 3 days anyway. Like, come on. And then I gotta go back and pay for it again? Nah.
I ain't gonna lie, brother, I'm right with you. Right with you. Go ahead, tell me what other things are discounted.
So that's why now I have the nails. But on top of that, we went to a fast food restaurant, and I could have paid for it, but he wants to be a gentleman and pay for it, which I have no problem. I have no problem with that. But he decides to pull out a coupon. again. And so while he's looking for the coupon, you know, it's not one of those paper coupons. It's in his phone. So we're sitting there waiting for it to load up. There's people behind us. I don't like to be rude, so I'm just like, it's fine. He's like, no, we're just gonna wait right here. It's fine, it's fine. I don't want it anymore. It's been like 20 minutes. It was a $1 menu. I don't want anything anymore. It's fine.
Could you not afford the full dollar, Mr. Dolford?
Listen.
Were you looking for 25 cents off?
Listen, let me tell you. I'm gonna get any. If I can get 20%, 10%, 5%.
If you can get a deal, you're gonna get a deal.
You hear me?
I ain't mad at you.
Hey.
I ain't mad at you at all. Go ahead. You're not doing so well so far.
I see. Look at y'all choosing. No, I'm messing with you. No, but seriously, I'm not trying to come off that way, but every single thing that we do is a discount. Everything that we need is a coupon. Like, even Valentine's Day, he tried to redeem himself for Valentine's Day.
Okay, what did he do?
He didn't redeem himself for Valentine's Day. That's what he did. He told me, oh, we're going to take you out, you know, because you keep complaining that I don't do anything for you. So I just said, okay, fine. He gives me $40 in an envelope. And so before I even look at the envelope, he texts me, it's this long, cute paragraph. Well, we're going to go out. I want you to take the money that I left for you in the envelope before I seen it. You know, I'm just like, oh, my goodness, you're finally done being cheap. So I'm thinking when I go in the envelope, I'm going to be able to get, at least not my hair, because I know my hair is expensive, so I understand that. But at least an outfit, it's $40. What am I going to get? My nails were $45. I can't.
So he left you $40 to get yourself something special.
Yeah, to go out.
To go out.
We're not going out anymore. We didn't go out anymore. I kept it.
Mr. Dolford, what was going on Valentine's Day?
I feel like this whole thing about being cheap. I got goals. Like, I believe in you spend a lot of money on vacation, the household, like all that. Trying to spend money $100 a day. Nah, I got goals. I got things to achieve.
What are your goals?
My goals is to own a house, own 2 cars. We already ride nice, but the maintenance on the cars, all that stuff.
Oh, it's a killer.
Exactly.
That is a killer.
You got to take care of that first before getting your nails done.
I ought to let you know.
Where y'all go with this? What vacation?
He might be cheap, but I wouldn't know because I'm cheap too. So, I mean, you know, I have to let you know about my impartiality and bias on this. You could be right. And we both could be wrong. Of course. We just on the same page. That's all I want to say. Let's talk about sexual exploration.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Yana, she a freak, okay? She's a freak. When I tell you, we was on a flight to Vegas.
Right.
And I'm trying to listen to my music. I'm chilling, relaxing. We got a long flight. She over there nudging me. And I'm like, what you want? She wanted to go in the bathroom.
Join the Mile High Club.
Of course, people gonna see both of us going there.
You're right.
But it's too small. I like, what am I doing there? Like, what exactly am I doing there? I like the...
Miss Butler, what's he gonna do in there?
Start the engine. You know, you ain't gotta do nothing. Get me there before we get there. You feel me?
And that ain't the first time.
We're young.
That ain't the first time. It was another time we was in the mall shopping.
Right.
She trying on clothes, and she looking at me. It's this look that she gave me, Yana, like... And I'm like...
Very well done. I understood that completely.
Exactly. And I'm like, hold up. Here, right now? She's like... I was like, no, you a screamer, okay? You gonna make noise. We ain't gonna disturb the peace.
But I also do, like, bottle services as well as bartending. I'm a sociable person. Like, when you're a bottle girl, like, when you bartend...
What is that?
When you, like, get the bottles and you just, you know, look cute and you hold them up with the sparklers. Yeah, he knows.
Trying to get busy in the mall?
In the mall?
We're in our 20s. We're in our 20s. I'm not going to ask you the question, but, you know, when people are younger...
I appreciate that, by the way.
I didn't want to, you know, I feel like that's disrespectful to ask you that. But, you know, when people are younger, we just have fun. Like, I don't know, the audience, y'all act like y'all didn't go out here and do stuff like that. Don't judge me up in this show. I'm being real. Shoot.
Hold up, that wasn't it. It's another time we was in the movie theaters, but she set this date up, and she thought she was slick. She set this day up in the daytime thinking nobody's gonna be in the movie theater. It was 2 old ladies in front of us, okay? 2 old ladies in front of us. I said, I would give them a heart attack if they look back. Like, they see this body, I'm trying to tell you, they gonna faint in that joint.
Miss Butler, were you trying to get busy in the movies?
Okay, look. Because we could have went to the late night one, which would have been no older people up in there, but I'm trying to make sure his chief self can pay for a matinee. You know, I'm trying to be
She got me on
in
that
daytime on a Tuesday.
one. She definitely got me on that one.
Since you want to be cheap, I had to make sure. I'm like, that's fine. It's $5 instead of paying $30. So
Exactly, big difference.
don't be
I
on my
pay
side
that $5.
now. Stay over there.
I pay that
You're fine. You're fine where you're at.
Miss Butler, you say you accuse him of cheating.
Yes.
No, he accuses you of cheating.
And I'm accusing him too because.
Okay, well, you start wherever you want to start.
Well, here's my thing. Here's my thing. If you're pointing fingers at me and you have no proof, you're doing something. I model, so he has insecurity problems about who I'm around, and who I'm going to be around.
Give me a story about that.
So when I model, I might be around like different rappers. I might be around like also females as well. I'm not just around guys, but I also do like bottle services as well as bartending. I'm a sociable person. Like if I come inside here, I'm like, hi, how are you? How are you doing?
What's bottle services?
You said which bottle services?
What's bottle services?
Oh, when you're a bottle girl. When you're a bottle girl, like when you bartend.
What is that?
When you like get the bottles and you just, you know, look cute and you hold them up with the sparklers. Yeah, he knows.
Listen.
Well, I've learned something new.
Listen, Your Honor.
Do you have a problem with her being a bottle service, sir?
Not really. It's just how she carry herself when she in there. Like, you ain't gotta be looking like no thot, man. Like, you gotta keep it professional. You get what I'm saying? If you're gonna do that, then do that. Don't be twerking. You ain't gotta twerk, do you?
Do you twerk?
That's part of my job. First of all, that's part of my... Look, hold on. I don't twerk on people. If you guys would look at my social media, I have never twerked on any men.
That's a lie.
Ever. Where is it lie at? Pull it up. Show me.
That's a lie.
Where's it at?
First of all, let's talk
it?
about these receipts that I got.
Okay, let's talk about your receipts.
Those text messages that I seen, when it was on my birthday. Let's make it worse. I told her, let's get this Uber. She's drunk. Let's get this Uber. So I'm using her phone, and a text message come across the screen saying, I want to see you. It was an unknown number, but I looked through the text message. It's the same guy that she told me she blocked. But she didn't block him because obviously he's texting
Still texting her.
Exactly. Then I see that they smoke together. I'm like, so she being sneaky behind my back, like, where's the trust? So now I'm like, oh, what's going on here? So I'm mad. It's on my birthday, Your Honor. We had a good night up until then. And then I walk in on the club with her, see her in a guy's face. She talking about this, that's her job. Nah, it's the difference between professional and personal. Put that ring on that finger, right?
Where's it at?
Is a ring coming?
That's when me being cheap at. I was saving for a ring, but I ain't gonna tell her.
He still was cheating. What y'all owing for?
Have you stepped out on her at all? Did you cross the line with this gentleman, Ms. Butler?
No, and that's his personal issue. Like, this is my job. My job is to socialize with people with modeling. Like, I'm going to take lingerie photos. I have to be a video vixen. I have to be a bottle girl, bartender. I don't have to. This is the job I chose.
But this is what you do, yeah.
Yeah, this is the job I chose, and I like it. And I'm not being a hoe. If I'm out here being a hoe, I can understand. How about you talk about when you went missing? How about that?
Tell me about when he went missing.
Since you want to initiate all of this, let's talk about he went missing.
Tell me.
I had to go to my best friend's baby shower.
Uh-huh.
And he said, oh, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get another gift. Okay, cool. He didn't come back. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Since you worried about what's in my phone. The whole entire time, it started at 4. It was over at 9.
When did you see him again?
I saw him when I went home.
Mr. Dolford, where'd you go?
Where did you go?
All that was some girly stuff, like... I ain't gonna lie, Your Honor. I went with the fellas, got some drinks, ended up at the bar. Like, it was too much every time I come around.
Was it a co-ed baby shower?
It was majority girls, babies, and...
Right. Yeah.
I
couldn't even get my husband through the door at a baby shower.
But don't say you're gonna come and then you bail out.
Yeah.
If we're in a relationship, we're supposed to be in it together. If we're gonna go together, we're gonna leave together. Because now you got me looking stupid, and then now you're mad.
But she always take me to these places where they talking about girly stuff,
What part of couple do you not understand? This ain't...
Even when we around her family, when we get around her family, they talk about babies and us having babies, and she even got this little app on her phone that shows you what your baby would look like. Or should she take a picture of me?
Picture her.
Like, she putting pressure on me, like, I ain't ready for no kids right now, like.
Then when?
Like, first of all, Your Honor, I believe in you get married first.
I'm fine with that.
Like,
I'm fine with that. She might give you a hug.
Easy. You hear me? Put that ring on that finger, right?
Where's it at?
Is a ring coming?
That's what me coming cheap, being cheap at. I was saving for a ring, but I didn't want to tell her.
He still was cheating. What y'all owe it for? Y'all
You ain't got no
tripping.
proof, though.
Have you stepped out on her at all?
No, not at all.
Not one time?
Not one time.
Not one time?
Not one time.
Why the hell do you have all these female numbers in your phone? If it ain't your mother, your best friend, your cousins, who is it?
Do you have a lot of women in your phone?
I just didn't delete them, Your Honor. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't delete no numbers
Mr.
yet.
Dolford.
I ain't delete no numbers yet, I ain't gonna lie.
You didn't delete it? You're not doing anything wrong? Nothing. I get it. Don't worry about it. I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Do you?
I do.
I don't know if this is sarcasm or if you're like real right
No,
now.
I'm for real. I get it completely.
No, seriously. Okay, so Your Honor, we about to get real. Y'all ready? So I went through a depression a couple years ago. Borderline anorexic, went down to like 80 pounds.
Whoa.
So when that went out, I ended up going viral. So everybody seen my pictures and, you know, so a lot of the people, not to say it like that, know who I am because I opened up about my depression and it really helped my modeling to flourish. So me already being like a happy-go-lucky, like giddy person, when I go out, yes, my job is even when I'm on vacation, if somebody's booking me to do something, I would tell him where I'm about to be at, who I'm about to be with.
Not
if
that
you
night.
want to FaceTime me, you said what now?
Not that night.
If you wanted to FaceTime me, you could have FaceTime me. My job is to socialize with people. I have celebrities in my DMs right now and I don't respond back to it. It's no purpose.
Because you don't...
I don't need it. If I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship, but he can't handle my modeling. So at that point, you don't need to be with me if that's what you keep thinking. He just literally just keeps getting pissed off at everything I do. My job is going to piss you off. What's going to happen when my levels keep going higher? I can take you with me, but not if you're going to keep having this attitude.
I got you. You want $500 for the cost of a new phone because he said you say he destroyed your old one. Tell me about that.
Because his jealous behind ended up breaking my phone. My friend, well, he didn't break it, but the screen is cracked.
Screen is cracked.
Yeah, the screen is cracked because he's sitting there pissed off about what he thinks instead of asking me. So I'm not gonna lie because I know he's gonna air me out. I broke his too, in retaliation. In retaliation.
Intentionally, like.
Did you
John,
crack her screen?
Yes, I did.
What did you do?
I was looking through her phone, and she surprised me. She walked in, I was like, and it fell out my hand because my hands were slippery.
Whatever. You feel
Do you
like
have
that's
the
a lie.
phones?
That's a lie, yes.
Do you have the phones?
Yes,
Let
I
me
do.
see them.
This what she
bring
did.
them over.
This what she did to mine.
Don't talk about yours first. Don't talk about yours.
that.
You
Number
broke
one,
mine first.
It was an
fool.
accident, though. She did that. She tossed that across the room like she was
it's
a quarterback or
retaliation.
something.
You accidentally fumbled mine, so I'm gonna fumble yours too. You got me messed up.
I got you. You got some cracked screens here. All righty. I see what's going on here. Let me tell you people something. You are good looking, intelligent, ain't got no outside kids, you working, you're smart, you're funny, and you done found a perfect one for each other. Don't mess it up with no little stuff. You are delightful. Delightful. I enjoy you both. Don't be jealous of her. She's doing her gig. She loves you. She ain't doing nothing wrong, and she's going out of her way to make sure that she doesn't do anything that you can misconstrue. Don't bug him because he's cheap. You're gonna love it one day. You end up there, you're gonna turn around, you're gonna be in a house, your bills are gonna be paid. You're not struggling to go from borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. It's good to be, you know, hey, a little cheap. He'll loosen up as the years go by as he gets to collecting a little
you should be
money.
cheap when you get older.
Hey, listen, I've been cheap since I was 12.
A broken nail, though.
Oh, honey.
A broken
I
pop
got
on nails.
not nailed the first, and her sister's doing just fine. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
We like you guys. We want this to work. All right, Judge Lynn had a lot to say. What's your reaction, and how do you feel about how things are gonna move forward?
Well, I appreciate her for hearing us out, even though I feel like he still needs to owe me for a phone. But on my end, I feel like we're done.
Oh, don't say that. What do you think, man?
If she can accept me in these coupons,
Yeah.
we good to go. We can get married.
Hey, he's saving for a ring, he said.
He's still a cheater, but we'll talk about that another time.
Judge, today's case is gone fishing.
Fishing, foolishness, friends, and fear. That's what we're going to be talking about today.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Angelique Baker and Dante Lane. The two of you have been together for 4 years, married for 2. You have a 20-month-old between you, and trouble is here. Ms. Baker, you are suing Mr. Lane for $1,000 for a new bed and mattress. I can't wait to figure out why. But before we do, Mr. Lane, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why you're here in divorce court today?
Honestly, our marriage is pretty good. We have a lot of issues sometimes because of her insecurity. She's very, very insecure because one time, like, I go fishing a lot.
Yeah.
So when I go fishing, she wants me to FaceTime her, like, oh, I'm fishing, you know? And then I'm like, yo, you think I'm sleeping with the fish? I'm not sleeping with no fish. I have a fishing license. I fish all the time, you know? I just like to have fun. And it's like, she's so insecure.
Give me some other stories. That was a good one.
That was a good one? All right, so I'm at work, and when I'm at my lunch break, she wants me to call her on my lunch. And when I'm on my lunch, I need to go away from everybody, because if she hears one little voice in the background, she thinks I'm cheating on her.
Now, Ms. Baker, are both of those stories true?
No, not really.
Well, you tell me what's true.
If he wants to talk about fishing, he should have told you about him leaving my mattress smelling like terrible fish when he cheated in my bed and did not want to admit it for 2 days. And on that second day that he did admit it.
You say that he had sex in your bed with another woman, and you smelled that sex.
Yes, ma'am.
When you returned.
Yes, ma'am.
And did he admit to it at some juncture?
He did 2 days later. The reason how it happened in my bed, I had went and spent the night at a family member house.
Yeah.
I came back home in the morning, and it smelled like nothing but terrible fish in there. And I asked him about it.
Don't say terrible fish, no.
Oh, man. I asked him about it, and he denied it until he wanted to go fishing again 2 days later, and I told him no. I did tell him no that time. And that's when he came out like, well, I cheated on you anyways. And I'm like, you playing. But no, he really did. Because he admitted it, he waited, and he told it. So, yeah.
Mr. Lane, did you admit to cheating on her, and did you?
Yes, I did cheat on her, and I did admit it because I was done with her. I was fed up. I did not want to be with her anymore. It was before we had a child and everything, before we got married, and I just didn't want to be with her anymore. So then she started crying, and I kind of felt bad. So then she didn't want to leave me. I was like, just leave me, just leave me. She did not want to leave.
So this happened before you got married, when
It
he
did.
admitted that he cheated on you?
It did.
Okay. Now, do you believe he's cheated since then, or are you just insecure or jealous because you believe since he did it once, he could do it again?
Yes, the neighbor. I'll give you a story because we still got problems to this day. The neighbor. She gives cocky look, stomp, and then when he outside, he's smiling at her. She's smiling back. But if I'm outside by myself, she's sitting there giving a mug, constantly stomping, doing a whole lot, like for no reason. I asked him why is she always smiling at him and give a cocky attitude towards me. And then he sneaks outside, just like the other night, Your Honor. Let me give you a story. He sat there, let me go smoke a cigarette at 8 o'clock at night outside. It took 2 hours, 10 o'clock to come back in. I go outside and I'm looking for him. He nowhere to be found, coming from up the street and somewhere, and then going back outside by a trash can, talking about he helping somebody. And I go out there to look for the people by the trash can, and they wasn't even there.
What were you doing when you were smoking that cigarette?
I was smoking a cigarette. I seen some homeless people come by going through our garbage cans, so I had some cans in the house. I was going to give it to them because I'm a nice guy, you know? Wanted to give them some, help them out. When I went to go grab the cans and come back out, they're already gone. They went to the neighbor's house in the backyard. I guess they lived back there or something. But then she thought I was doing something else, and I told her the truth. Like, every time I tell her something, it's the truth. But
like he goes outside to go find stories.
that's not true.
You know, really, I think it's finding women.
Can I ask you a question? He admitted to cheating on you before you got married.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you marry him if you didn't trust him?
You're right. But he made a promise. That's why I trusted him.
Okay, he made a promise.
And that's why we ended up being married.
So when is the last time you caught him cheating?
Well, today, this morning. I went through my
What happened this morning?
He put a number in my phone underneath our daughter's name. And I just called, I called that number. Nobody wanted, they answered, said on the phone, all you hear is breath. Somebody breathing.
Mr. Lane, do you know what she's referring to?
I have no idea what she's referring to. Every day there is something new, Your Honor. Every day there's something new. Like, I go outside, smoke a cigarette, and she's tripping off me off that. Like, when we took the plane out here, she thought she went to go get something to eat, and she thought that I was talking to one of the people next to me that I don't even know. Honestly, she probably think we're flirting right now.
He's crazy. See, he called me crazy. He's crazy. That's crazy. No.
Did you think he was flirting with somebody on the plane?
No, he refused to go with me to go get something to eat, and this is the second airport that we went to, and I'm sitting here. Next thing you know, I come back from Wendy's, or I come back from the restaurant, and he sits there talking to other people. Like, you could get up and go talk to find friends, but you can't come with me.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Yes, that is.
You mean to tell me you got mad because he didn't want to go to the restaurant with you, and he was talking to people when you came back?
He was making friends.
I can't have no friends. Since we're married, I cannot have no
Making
friends.
He could go do
in the
something
airport
with somebody else, but this is daily. It ain't just at the airport.
He talks to people all the time.
He likes meeting new friends to go find some new adventures. He don't want an adventure with me.
What makes you think he doesn't want an adventure with you?
Because even when I ask him to go somewhere, he don't want to go.
Your Honor,
the only places he likes to go is when he wants to go or whatever it is he's trying to do.
We went whitewater rafting. We had a great time.
And that's what you wanted to do.
And her family wanted to do it at the same time. And she did not want to do it. She was scared. But then when we got there, she thinks that I'm cheating with one of her cousins. I had to go use the restroom. And when I went to use the restroom, she thinking I'm doing something else, but I went to use the restroom.
No, he was following. He was following a girl around, and other family members saw it too. Even though we was drinking, they thought he was my boyfriend, Your Honor. They thought he was my boyfriend, to where my cousin really had to ask me, "Is that just your boyfriend?" I said, "Girl, no, that's my husband." Because they didn't know we had got married, but I didn't understand why he was doing that. And he says he didn't recall trying to follow around the girl, even trying to, let me go use the bathroom, because she walked to the right. He trying to go to the right.
Well, this was a family member, though, right?
It was a friend of a family member.
A friend of a family member.
Yes.
And you think, after all this time, when you have been chattering in his ear every day about his cheating, that he would take it upon himself to follow another woman around right in front of you, right in front of your family? You really think he's that compulsive about it?
He did that. He did that. I would like a change, but he did that. He did that.
So do you have another job now?
At the moment, I'm not searching for work. I'm still on unemployment, but she made me pull my 401k and everything.
Why aren't you searching for work?
Because she told me not to search for work at the moment.
You don't listen to any other time. Why'd you listen to that?
I always listen to it.
You say he can't keep a job.
No, he can't.
Tell me about that.
He can't keep a job because oh my goodness, sometimes he don't work right now. Oh my goodness.
No, okay, you go ahead. I'm gonna let you collect yourself. But you go ahead, tell me about your financial situation.
I had 2 jobs over my whole life. I'm only 24 years old. My first job, I had it I was around 19. I stayed with them for about a year. My second job was a high-end furniture company. I was there for about 3 to 4 years, and they gave me multiple raises and multiple raises and such. But then my general manager got killed. He was murdered last year. And after that, everything started going downhill. We had a new boss that took over, and then
and the company,
the company ended up letting me go due to technological advancements in the scanners and the computer systems. So then they let me go. They gave me a severance check and all that. And when they let me go, she was like, "Oh, this is a good thing. Now we can get Section 8 and this and that."
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Anyway.
So do you have another job now?
At the moment, I'm not searching for work. I'm still on unemployment, but she made me pull my 401k and everything.
Why aren't you searching for work?
Because she told me not to search for work at the moment.
You don't listen to any other time. Why'd you listen to that?
I always listen to her.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Unemployment is a stopgap measure while you're looking for a new gig. It's not a way of life. It's not a vacation.
Judge, speaking of 401k,
did you make him pull his 401k?
I didn't. He pulled his 401k on his own when the job let him go.
I didn't know how to do none of that. She forced me to do all that. She's the
I can't talk to them people. That's how you know you ain't telling
the truth. You forced me to call them. You forced me to do everything.
Are you encouraging Ms. Baker? Are you encouraging him not to work?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm encouraging him. Yes, I have, because I've asked him to get up numerous of times to go find jobs. I done been to temp agencies and he hasn't.
She didn't.
Because he continues to sit there.
Your Honor, she could have had a job, but she did not want to work there because her cousin got killed at that job.
That's all you can say.
Yeah, you can kind of understand that one.
A job's a job.
Well, you ain't got what you mean.
Your Honor, he's so irresponsible. He even let his car get impounded, okay, from having it for 8 months and did not register in his name. Now, that day that it got took, he took my car, but the police came and took his. And he ain't even tried to get him another vehicle or even another job.
So you say, he says you were encouraging him to stay home. You say you're encouraging him to get a job.
I did. I have, because I even went to a temp agency and I told him to come that day, too.
Okay.
That smell was horrible, Your Honor. And
so are you still...
I cannot sleep back in that bed after I smelled that.
So you got rid of it?
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You say his friends and family don't like you. I'd ask why, but I think I got an idea, but I'll ask anyway. Why do you think they don't like you?
They don't... You know what? There's really no reason for them not to like me. What it is that they see Dante, he's willing to be with me when they don't like me for no reason. I done fed that boy out of my own pocket. I done a lot for him, as well as took him and went to his graduation and took him flowers and a card and balloons. And he don't have... Nothing good to say.
Something out there
Nothing
for
good
you?
to say.
Can I just float something out here for you? Why his family might not like you? I think you're fabulous, personally. But you might wear on people over the long haul. You seem to be very high energy and very suspicious and very upset about every little thing he does. And you're just like, down the airport, the phone, it's a lot. Mm-hmm. Do you see that?
It is.
It's a lot. Is it a lot, Mr. Lane?
It's very overwhelming. It makes me, like, my mind explodes sometimes. Like, we went whitewater rafting, and then she was so controlling over what I wear. Like, she was like, oh, I have some cheetah shorts. And when we went whitewater rafting, she was like, oh, you can't wear those cheetah shorts. My family's going to think you're gay.
Them shorts was small as my pants, Your Honor, towards his butt area.
No, it was not. You are lying so... Your Honor, I had a white T-shirt, and she said, that T-shirt's too small. If you raise your hand, they can see your stomach. So I do this, and I'm like, you can't see my stomach. She tries to control everything I wear, everything I do, who I hang around with.
Do you do that? I told him something. It ain't necessarily telling him. I'm just explaining to him. That was embarrassing. You come with me and my family.
You're embarrassed of me, of your husband?
No, of what you was wearing.
My cheetah shorts?
Yeah, that's tight as mine.
They're not tight. You can stop.
Oh, they is.
I would never do that.
And that short way up here.
You say, however, your friends and family do, in fact, like her, but she just doesn't give them a chance. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
How do you know? What have they said to you about her, if anything?
My mom loves her, but my other doesn't like her because her attitude and all the time and how I'm not able to hang out with him because she's controlling. If I was to hang out with my other, she would think that he's bringing other females around for me.
I got you. I got you.
And he has. That boy have a
He has
party
not.
every day.
And you think
Yeah,
he brings women around for your husband?
Yeah, Your Honor, his family member don't like me.
Okay.
The family member.
All righty. So, Ms. Baker, you are suing for $1,000 for the bed you said he had sex on with the other woman.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me. Now, wasn't this 3 years ago?
Yes, but I still that bed, that smell was horrible, Your Honor. And
So are you still?
I could not sleep back in that bed after I smelled that.
So you got rid of it?
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Remember before when I asked you if you were tired?
Mm-hmm.
And you said kinda?
Yes.
I think you're exhausted.
You may be right.
I really do. I think you're exhausted. And I think you're on such a treadmill of mistrust all of the time that whether what he's doing, whether he's doing wrong, doing right, it doesn't matter. In the day, you're going to find something to get upset about because your brain is chasing that fatal outcome that he's going to cheat on you again. The crazy thing about being jealous like that is that you make each and every day certain misery on the off chance that one day he might find another chick. So you're unhappy 364 days a year. On the off chance on that 365th, he does something wrong. Don't you think that's a bad trade?
It is.
It would be best for your brain if you were just to decide to trust him, not wonder where he is, not to get interested in, get your own life, get excited about your own passions, your own work. Don't look for him to entertain you. You entertain yourself. And you know what I mean? And then don't worry about what he's got going on. Part of her problem is she doesn't feel loved and cared for. That's part of her problem. If you're not loving me, you got to be loving somebody else. I don't feel wanted. I don't feel good. I don't feel pretty. I don't feel desired. Your job, as odd as it may seem, is to meet all of her insecurity with more love. You know, she keeps saying you never do anything with her that she wants to do. I think she thinks everything comes before her. The game comes before her. You know, and I think she doesn't mind that you're off work because she gets to be near you more often. And I think she just doesn't get enough quality time from you to make her feel like she can be with you and feel good about herself. Did I hit it?
Yes, you did, Your Honor.
You can solve your own problem by becoming her best friend. That will make your life easier. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
I understand, Your Honor.
Now, I don't know what y'all gonna do when you leave here, but you're not getting that $1,000 for a bed you sold 3 years ago because you couldn't get the, you know, I mean, I understand. I might have sold it too if I knew he'd been doing the mad fantastic on my bed with some other woman. It might have gone out too, but that's a decision that you made 3 years ago. But
Yes, ma'am.
don't waste your life being angry. Whatever you do, if you keep him, if you don't keep him,
Okay.
don't waste your life being afraid. And if you should decides to keep you, don't waste your life being pestered because you don't take the time to love her. You with me?
I'm with you.
There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Are you optimistic here? Do you think this can work?
I believe they can be fixed. It's just the work in progress in between us.
Okay. And you think Judge Lynn got through to him today?
I believe so. Somebody had to, and I believe she did.
Are you optimistic as well?
Yeah, I'm optimistic. I feel like I just need to spend a little bit more quality time with her, and whatever she wants, I'm just gonna give it to her. As long as I can go fishing myself, you know? I just like to go fishing.
Okay. All right, good luck to you. All right.
On Divorce Court, people share the most intimate details of their lives. Join the conversation and share your experiences on our Facebook page and Instagram @Divorce Court. See how other couples deal with their relationship issues. The discussion can get heated. Don't miss it.
Judge, today's case is Boomerang.
He left, he came back, he left, he came back, He left and came back again. Let's figure out why this woman keeps letting this man in.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Felicia Weatherly and Brandon McQueen. The two of you have been together on and off for 12 years. You have 2 children together. Ms. Weatherly, you are completely and utterly done, and you want custody of the dog, Prince. So, Ms. Weatherly, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here today?
First of all, I love you.
Why, thank you, Ms. Weatherly. It won't help her.
I'm sure. Okay, so after 12 years of a revolving door and him picking and choosing whatever he wants to do, I'm done. Either you're gonna sit here and you're gonna be a family, we can go therapy, we can get married, or you can go about your way. We're not doing this.
Now, when you say back and forth, give me a bit of a road map of your relationship travels.
2007, we met. We broke up about 2 years later. It was just us being young and dumb and, you know, just kind of separating. We got back together briefly when I was pregnant, and then we broke up again when he decided, hey, I don't feel like doing this.
So
let me go back to
another lady.
Let me go to another lady. And then after that, it was just back and forth. Like, he would be living at that place with that other person, but he would still be hitting me up. And, hey, what
when
do you
they
do?
had an argument,
Yes.
he'd come to you, and
Yes.
when you had an argument, he'd go out and be with an ex.
Yes, yes. And it was just, all right, you can't make up your mind. And then about a few years ago or whatever, when that other relationship ended, me and him ended up moving together again and been there ever since. But there's been discretions within that time.
Okay, indiscretions.
Yeah, indiscretions. Sorry.
There you go.
Indiscretions.
If he was discreet, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, there's that.
So, Mr. McQueen, was that an accurate reflection of the story of your relationship, or would you like to
chime in?
Chime in, yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I surely would. Yes, it was pretty accurate, you know, with a few little odds and ends.
Right, right.
But, yeah.
What kind of things are you trying to get across to her that you haven't been able to do? Can you give me some examples?
Yes, ma'am, I surely can. I surely can. Prime example would be the trust factor, okay? I understand, yes, it was a time in our life where I was not doing, let me finish, please. I was not doing the right thing,
right?
Okay? Well, it got to a point where I would be on the phone at home, and I'm just talking to some of my friends or whatever, guy friends now, just homeboys, you know.
Right, right.
And
I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to you.
She was in the living room, you know, supposedly and doing something with the kids. I'm in the back, I'm doing laundry, whatever it is. And next thing I know, she's following me around the house is what I'm feeling like. She'd come back there trying to find something small to do, you know, that's minute.
You listening.
Doing something minute, you know. So I'm like, okay, and I'll say the name out loud even, you know, yeah, da-da-da-da, yeah, da-da-da. And it's like, okay, she's still following me. I'm going to the bathroom. She's checking these, open the door, open the door, open the door. Can I get a second? You know,
I'm with you. So, Ms. Weatherly, do you still not trust him? And I'm not saying you don't have a reason not to trust him. And how does that manifest itself in that house?
All right, last year, prime example. You decided out of the blue that you wanted to break up with me and started messing with a coworker. Yeah, and I mean the whole 9 yards. In his mind, oh, we're just friends. No, you're not. Because I had to pull up on you a few times when you said you were going one place, but you went another. I have evidence to say, all right, you said you were going one place, but you were using my car.
What do we have here?
Okay.
Now, you have a tracking device on his car?
It's my car.
Just explain to me what I'm looking at, because it looks complicated.
Can I walk over there?
You please.
Okay.
Enlighten me too, please.
So he said he was going to chill with one of his homeboys. He took my car and said he'd be back in a few hours. Something wasn't sitting right with me. So I looked at my account to see where my car was. It's at an amusement park. I find him and her there. What you doing?
No, what,
So-
you did it. You tracked him down to a hotel.
Hotel. Here's another instance. You said that you were going out to go find an apartment. First of all, I'm not stupid because it's 7 o'clock at night. Every apartment complex closes at 5. I'm not stupid. Y'all two were in the parking lot. Her car door is open. Oh, we're not doing nothing. We're not doing. What you doing at a hotel then? He dropped our children off at the neighbor's house.
You said you didn't want them around her.
That's beside the point.
You said that.
You should never went. So I got a phone call at work. My neighbor said, I have to go. I have your kids, but I have something to do. What do you have my kids for? Their daddy's supposed to have them. So I got off work, and once again, you have my car, my other car, because we were using my mom's car or whatever.
Right.
I found my car at a bar. Y'all are in the parking lot.
Same lady?
Huh? Same girl.
lady?
All 3 instances is the same girl.
Now, Mr. McQueen, do you care to respond?
I surely do and glad to. Okay. The bar situation.
Yeah.
Yes, I was there. Yes, we were using her mother's car. Okay, and it's a situation behind that, but it is what it is. Okay. While I was there at the time, we were not together. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put that out there.
Okay.
We were not
Still
together at this
living in
time.
my
Hang on.
house.
Yes, I was. Okay, which that was an agreement.
No, it wasn't.
Even though I was out, like I said, first of all, she told me, she said, if you're gonna do what you do, don't have my kids around that, da-da-da-da-da-da. Other adverbs and adjectives I'm not gonna repeat right now.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so when she wanted, you know, she said what she said. Okay, I'm gonna go out my way to find somebody to watch the kids, but since we're not together, and you understand that, you know, I feel like, why do I have to really explain myself to you all the
Account for
time?
where I'm going if we're not together.
'Cause you're supposed
Were
to
you
be at
not
home.
together?
Because all of a sudden, out of the blue, you decided to break up with me for no reason and told me
No, I
that he
didn't.
had been saying it
Nope,
for years
nope,
and
nope.
that it was just out of the blue. But ironically, the same week you broke up with me is the same week
And
I
we
found
got
you
all
with
that
her.
happened.
And then from that point on, it was just, this is where you are. What you're not about to do is sit in my house, not paying bills because you claim you was moving out.
I go in the room, she's stretched out. You know, on the phone, again. Okay, I know you gotta unwind. You just had a hard day at work. That's fine. But we still have things to do.
But she wasn't pulling her weight, is what you're saying.
Thank you.
Mr. McQueen, you contended that a lot of this occurred not simply because you couldn't make up your mind between her and other women, but that you're dissatisfied with her in
Yes.
some very meaningful ways. Can
Yes.
you tell me what they are?
Yes, ma'am. The number one fact, the number one on the list is your mental state. And I'm not saying there ain't nothing wrong with her mentally. Like, I mean, I'm with her, you know, trying to work this out, you know.
What's up with her mental state that you find distressing?
I get examples. Let's lay them out there. Okay. I feel as though after all this time us being together, you should know me. Okay. She knows I'm an old school type of person. I raised my grandparents. Okay. I'm straightforward, hardworking, all of those. I've always had a job type thing. Okay. Well, when we're at home and we have our responsibilities with the kids, then let's balance out the chores. Okay. If I'm doing, she works in the morning, I work at night. While I'm at home, it's my job to do laundry, dishes, to make it easier for her when she gets home. Okay. Well, then when she gets home, it's like I'm still doing what I'm doing. I go in the room, she's stretched out. You know, on the phone again. Okay, I know you gotta unwind. You just had a hard day at work. That's fine. But we still have things to do.
But she wasn't pulling her weight, is what you're saying.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And I'm tired of having to feel like I have to make an instruction manual on life. You old enough to know what needs to be done. You know.
You said something interesting in your paperwork that I found fascinating. You said that you weren't attracted to her sexually, although you thought she was beautiful. Her mental state was no longer of interest, appealing to you. Explain that to me.
Yes, it goes into the constant reminding of doing certain things that I do feel as an adult you should know to do. Okay, even going back to the kids. Okay, they have homework when they come home, okay? If you've agreed to do it, and this is over the 7 years, if you've agreed to do that, why are you not doing it? I am very peculiar with certain things. I am. I'm very OCD about it, but that's me, okay? If that's who I am and you're choosing to still be with me, then that's saying you accept who I am, correct?
Well, you were choosing to be with her. You don't accept who she is.
But I want her better. I want us to better. Because even being here, for example, this is me trying to work with her to better ourselves, to better our relationship. Because I'm not even the kind of person, when we were initially talking about getting help, okay? She asked me, what do you think about coming on here?
Right.
My first reaction, hell no. Not even gonna lie to you.
Not gonna do it.
Not even gonna lie to you.
That's all right.
I'm not fronting, okay?
It's not for everybody.
It is not, and I'm one of those people, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Well, okay, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I processed it for a while. I said, you know what? All right, and that's exactly what I told her. I said, I'm gonna show you how much that I want this to work, okay? I'm here now.
We agreed on that.
I'm here now. Okay, we had a hell of a time getting here, but I'm here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I respect you. I've watched all the shows and everything, so I know you know what you're talking about. Okay. So I'm trying to be here so you can help us get to where we need to be.
Okay.
And I get that. I don't know who you think you are, but understand I had a daddy and you not him. So if you're gonna talk to me like I'm a person and not like I'm a little kid, or think you're gonna yell at me and I'm about to listen to you. No, this is not how this works. I'm not saying he's not trying. He is. His delivery from the time I met him till now has gotten better, but there are certain things where I'm not about to sit here and listen to you talk to me out the side of your neck. You're not, I don't know who you think you are, but understand I had a daddy and you not him. So if you're gonna talk to me like I'm a person and not like I'm a little kid, or think you're gonna yell at me and I'm about to listen to you. No, this is not how this works. So when you're saying, okay, well, she doesn't listen to me. Yeah, okay,
well,
I can see that, and I can admit that there's certain things I don't listen on, because I'm like, there's certain ways that I want things done that my mama and daddy and all that taught me, but you want it done because your family taught you that. We come from two different worlds, and it shows. But at the same time, if I'm gonna accept how you do things, accept how I do things too. I'm not saying that it all has to be me or all has to be you, accept both, because I'm the type of person, if you keep yelling at me, it's going through one ear and out the other. I'm not listening to you.
Mr. McQueen, if I could get you one thing here today, if I could change something about her or within the context of your relationship, what would it be?
Our level of communication. We start off good, and just like a roller coaster, we getting there, we about to take off, and hell no. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Like, for real, you know, that's just what it is. And if you go on a roller coaster, you ain't gonna take so many dips before you through. You know, that's about where I'm at, for real.
On the communication tip, what do you think the problem is? Is there too much anger involved? Or do you not understand what she's saying? Does she not understand what you're saying?
That's what I feel. That's what I feel. Back in the day when the anger was there, I knew that's when it hit me. Yeah, I wouldn't pay myself no attention if I was yelling at me all the time. You know. Okay, now let me step back and try to reassess myself to communicate on a more calm level. While I'm doing that, and I'm still talking to the wall.
Here's what I got for you.
Okay.
He did you dirty for a very long time. And you have every reason in this world to be angry, resentful, hurt, and upset. But the question you have to ask yourself is this: am I gonna try to make it with this dude or not? And if you're gonna try to make it with this dude, you gotta put a period on how you feel. And try to engage him on the new level that he's on now. Now, if you can't get past it, wouldn't nobody blame you. He wouldn't have gotten in the second time with me. I'm just saying. You kept letting him back, whatever. I don't know if you, my daughter, I'd have your headlock on the ground doing like that because you should have known better.
I should have.
But you kept letting him back. That having been said, if you've done all that work, cash the check.
Okay.
And the check is he's there and he wants to be with you. Now you can't bring 12 years worth of resentment and anger into a relationship you're trying to move forward from here forward. Do you see what I'm saying? It seems so desperately and unfair and wrong. And to me, I wouldn't be in a situation because I'd have kicked him to the curb a long time ago. But if you didn't kick it, you have, everybody got the right to cut whatever deal they want to cut. Now, if you decided you want to cut a deal that includes him in it, you might as well be happy while you do it.
Yeah.
And you'll never be happy hanging on to what he already did to you. So you have to come into the conversation. This is the decision that I made. I want this brother right here. And now I'm going to have to lay down what was and deal with what is. Now, you have to deal with what is in a reasonable fashion. You have to deal with what is not, you know, the anger will be there, but you can't nurse it because it's just killing you, too.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to do therapy for, to not only help me get past it, but both of us, like help us individually, but help us together.
Mr. McQueen, let me say this to you.
Yes,
remember, you bought all that anger. You went to the store, looked through the shelves. Yep, I'm gonna hit her with that. I'm gonna hit her with this. I'm gonna fop her on the side of the head with that. I'm gonna throw this on her. I'm gonna punch her with that. All of that you bought. So you need to level back. You need to suck up some of that stuff. You need to hear some of that pain. You need to allow her to speak her insecurities, speak her hurt to you, and not say, well, this is why I did it or this is what I meant. You just have to accept it and understand it. And then you have to make some compromises. Everybody does things differently. My family did things one way. My husband's family did things other. We picked some of the best of his stuff and the best of my stuff. We put it together and got our stuff together. You're not right. She's not right. It's just different. So you have to learn to accommodate, and you can't think I'm losing if I do something her way. Do you see what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Strong-minded people feel that way. I got a good reason to do it, so it's a good thing to do. Therefore, if I don't do it, it's all wrong, but it isn't true.
Yes. My mother
It's
used to
not
tell me
true
that.
at all.
My mother tell me the same thing.
You know what I mean? I think I was prepared not to like you at all.
I understand.
Record was bad.
I understand that. The history of fathers in this world, especially black fathers, yes. You know, my father wasn't in my life. So you know what? I'm gonna be here.
But you rehabilitated yourself so well. I'm just shocked.
Well, thank you.
I am shocked.
I give him credit because he's done a lot better than what he was.
But we're going to have somebody talk to the two of you before you leave here to get you started on the new journey. I got stuff I'll give you.
Thank you.
All right.
I love free stuff.
Yeah, free
I know,
stuff.
I love it.
I got 2 books, one on marriage and one about emotional intelligence. That's what you have to have. You have to be I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Emotionally intelligent and get your life together. I wish you both the best on behalf of your children. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Thank you, ma'am.
I want you to choose to be happy.
Yes.
Do you understand? Don't take no more crappy leads. Don't let him back in.
Oh, no, ma'am, he
You
knows.
understand that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You be a good brother.
I will. Thank you.
I've seen
stay where you at.
growth.
Thank you.
I see it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hear everything you telling me.
Judge, today's case, deadbeat wife.
They're suing about a car. They are yelling about their mothers. The only thing I know for sure is this thing's gonna be a ride.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Gino Bell and Tracy Robinson. The two of you have been married for 9 years, but together for 15. Mr. Bell, you have bought Miss Robinson here seeking $8,000 for the balance of a 2006 Honda Sonata. We will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Mr. Bell, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
Well, first of all, we had a lot of issues that we were going through. And one of them, there was a few times in our marriage that there were things that wasn't getting done. And I felt that I had personally had to approach her and say, you are a deadbeat wife.
What? You never said those words.
What wasn't happening?
Well, first of all, I mean, there's a lot of things that were going on. First, when I got laid off
Yeah.
And I've been working steadily. I'm an environmental worker.
He's never gotten laid off.
Hang on, Ms. Roberts.
Okay.
Well, my job is a seasonal job.
Right.
Environmental worker.
So
In the
how'd
winter,
you
we don't
get
have a
laid
lot
off?
of work.
How'd you get laid off from a seasonal
But now
job?
let's not argue. He was off work.
Okay.
All righty.
Yes, he
I can
was.
see what your problem is already.
Right.
As usual.
Right. You know, I don't have no problem. You know, first of all, protocol is to pay all the bills, if, you know what I'm saying? But now we live in a society where it takes two. You know, and I don't have no problem with that. But at one time, we were living together because we had separated 2 or 3 different times. And the last time we got together, I was trying to make this work and stick with her. But the thing with that is when I did get laid off, I was already paying all the bills because I had already paid. I'd signed on for a car for. I says, you make sure you take care of this.
Right.
And I'll take care of the house and everything else, so you can take care of that.
Yeah.
So in the process of doing that, I ended up getting laid off. And I said, well, I'm going to still try to take care of this. But then there's some issues. Something happened where I ended up getting laid off, and then she lost her job. So, but then after she got laid off, but after that happened, she was able to get employment again. But during the employment, I needed her to help out.
Okay. Now, how did she become a deadbeat? I want to hear about the deadbeat part.
Okay. Because during the time she was working, I was laid off, and I was still yet paying all the bills. But I was trying to figure out, well, what is she doing with her money? You know, and it takes two. If I'm getting laid off and I'm still paying all the bills all over here, what is you doing with your money?
Let's ask her. Ms. Robinson, what were you doing with your money?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. First of all, he's never once called me a deadbeat and will never again call me a deadbeat, okay?
Oh,
that's number one. Secondly, I had my job. I did, after 10 years of employment at the same place, I did lose my job over really tragic circumstances. I did lose my job. I worked in the same field for almost 20 years.
Wow.
I've always taken care of things. So he finally started paying rent and utilities. That's his idea of paying the bills. So we did go back and forth as far as us getting married and things like that. You know, now when my mom got sick, I did move in, my mom was sick, okay? We got back together. He complained about me taking care of my mother. So I understand I gotta do my wifely duties. So I would go to my mom's and say, hey, babe, why don't you come over to my mom's house? He wouldn't even come to my mom's house. So I said, fine. I started bringing my mom to our home. Just, you know, even in the winter, just to satisfy this man. This man, he tries to act like he's traditional, but he's not. He pays rent and utilities. That's it. And I said to him, if I moved out today, you still have to pay your rent and utilities. You have to pay where you live. So even though when he did get not laid off, when he was going back and forth, I said, why don't I pay half the rent, half the bills? He didn't want me to pay half the bills. The reason why, he's controlling.
No,
so
that's not even-
therefore, if he pays all the bills or rent and utilities, therefore, don't turn up the air conditioner, I pay the bills. Don't turn on them lights, I pay the bills.
She's not telling the truth.
He told everybody
She's not
that
being
can
told.
hear us, all our friends, everybody in the church, anybody he would meet, you know I pay all the bills here. You know I pay all the bills here. And it's like, that's your duty as a husband. Now, our arrangement was he pays rent and utilities, I pay car payment, insurance, I paid, you know, the other things.
Entertainment.
I took care of entertainment, everything in the household. Everything was there. Couches, love seats, anything I bought.
Yeah.
You know, as far as him being controlling, for example, we actually got into this, we were moving into a house. He said, you can have the whole house. You can decorate the whole house, everything that you want to decorate, except I want a man cave, fine. I want to do a spare room, fine. I want to do his son, our stepson's room, okay. Then he puts in the dining room. I was doing a formal dining room with crystal, and it was gold and silver and crystal. He puts a treadmill in there. And he said, if I want a treadmill, I can have a treadmill. So I said, okay.
All right.
Treadmill came
Now,
with the
Mr. Bell, I still haven't figured out the deadbeat part.
Thank you.
Because she sounds like she's pretty responsible over there. Can you help me out a little bit?
The deadbeat part is when she was working and I was laid off. And the reason why I say that, because at first, you know, we were both working together.
Right. but
And
you
then-
got laid off.
Right.
So how did she become a deadbeat? She was still working and paying bills. Where's the dead part?
Well, it all comes in as this. Long before it got down to that, the thing of it is that she wasn't coming home. She was coming in whenever
with
she
my
got
mom.
ready. Yeah, she was staying with her. She's going to stay with her mom.
Yes.
But there was.
So you
there
just
was,
made it up.
No, I didn't make it up.
No, you made that deadbeat part up.
No.
There's nothing in what you're saying. She's taking on other obligations, but that doesn't make her a deadbeat. She's paying the bills. You got laid off. She's taking care of your mother. What is it you wanted her to do she wasn't doing?
Not once. When we were together and I was working, did she clean the house?
Oh, wow.
There was nothing being done. No cooking, no cleaning.
Was she making money?
And she was making money. And then at times
And were you making money?
I was making money.
So did you do half of the cooking and cleaning? She's had tragedy, she's had problems. I still don't see not taking care of business.
Not once. When we were together and I was working, did she clean the house?
Oh, wow.
She didn't clean the house, she didn't mop, she didn't sweep, she didn't do anything.
When was this?
And this is when we first moved together.
So I'm decorating
And every
the
time,
house.
and every other
You mean
time we
9
lived together.
years ago?
on stuff.
Yeah, every time we stayed together.
Thank you.
Every time we stayed together, there was nothing being done. No cooking, no cleaning.
Was she making money?
And she was making money. And then at times
And were
when
you making money?
I was making money.
So did you do half of the cooking and cleaning?
I did all the cooking and cleaning.
Come on.
She didn't
Always.
do anything.
She never did anything.
Your Honor.
I find that
makes
hard
no
to believe.
sense.
That don't
You
make
know
no
what?
sense to
As
me.
a matter of fact,
took you too long to get to it.
Right. When I did lose my job, I remember a perfect time. I was like, I want to, when Gino gets home from work, because I usually get off at 6. He'll be home by 5, and I'll get off till 6. He never has a meal when he gets home. You know what I mean? But I still cook. What I decided to do was I wanted to fix him some fish. That's one of the things that he liked me to make. I made him some fish. So I wanted it hot for when he came home. He came in the door. I was like, hey, I made you some fish, you know, so you won't. I said, go ahead, get yourself washed up and you can eat. And he was like, I don't even smell any fish. I said, here it is. Oh, I boiled some vinegar and water. What vinegar did you use? Oh, that vinegar that was in the cupboard, that's my vinegar. Why would you use that? You ain't working. That cost me $6 a bottle. So are you kidding?
We're talking Mr. Bell.
I did do that. That's the first time she ever cooked.
Yeah.
She never
right.
cooked.
In
she
9
never
years,
cooked.
okay. What
She
about
never
all
cooked.
the juice? There's juice in the house.
Okay,
He
I
never
got
lets
it.
me drink juice. He got to mix up all the juices. And then he always puts apple juice in because he knows I don't like apple juice. And he just does these very controlling. Controls the whole house, what we drink, what we eat.
Okay, Mr. Bell, I want to. You say that she's yelling all the time.
Yes,
She's always
she's
fussing
very
and
violent.
hollering. Tell me about that.
Because she rebuttals anything I says. Nothing I say makes any sense. Nothing I can talk about. She's not confident about anything I talk about. It's like she'll take someone else's opinion over mine. You know,
And
so
she's confrontational with it.
very confrontational.
Are you
very-
confrontational with it, Mrs. Robinson?
No.
Yeah.
Your Honor, the thing is, the church that we come from, you know, he's very, very, I try not to say I am coaching. And so, you know, somebody being coaching for 20-some years, Church of God in Christ.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
Okay.
hey, I got audio proof.
Yeah,
that,
You
she's
got
very-
audio proof? Wait a
yeah.
minute, let me hear the proof of the yelling then. If you
Yes.
got proof.
Yeah, I'm
She's
not
very
saying I
violent.
never yelled. That would be crazy.
Hang on. I want to hear.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for this 31-year-old woman who come to our home. We let her stay in our home. She comes in the house one day, lays on the floor in the living room, and in front of me and my mother.
Wait a minute, let me hear the proof of the yelling then. If you got proof.
Yeah, I'm not
very
saying I
violent.
never yelled. That would be crazy.
Hang on. I want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can yell.
not my mom. That is not my mom.
No, she's
So you don't even know
No,
what
she's
you're
not.
talking
Don't
about.
tap my face
You
with
don't
that
even
one.
know what you're
You don't
talking
even know what it's
about.
like not to have your
You
mom
don't even
around.
know how
You
it
don't even know
feels
what it's
to
like.
have a shell of
You
your
don't know
mom
what it's
broken
like.
around that don't even
You
know
don't
who
even
you
know what it's
are.
like, baby.
You don't
Get
know
out
what
my
it's
face.
like.
Get
You
out
don't
my
know
face.
what it's like.
You didn't want
have
me.
no
You didn't want me to be
idea.
bothered with my mom.
You
Every
have
time
no
I spend
idea
time with
what it's
mom.
like, and you
Oh,
try to
I got something I gotta do.
selfish
No,
who
you
don't
selfish.
think about anybody
You
but
selfish.
himself.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I can't believe that he would have that. Your Honor.
Well, you were both yelling. She just got more volume.
Do that sound like it? Do that sound like a submissive wife?
My mother, since he wants to say it,
Do that sound
my
like a
mom just
submissive
died
wife?
2 weeks ago, so I can't believe
My
that he
mom-
would put that on there.
No, my mom-
He says to me that I'm with my mom. I should be glad I have my mom. And as you can hear, I said, that's not my mom.
Okay.
My mom had dementia.
Right.
Oh.
So that was not my mom.
I got you.
You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
I said that because...
So for him to have the audacity, the nerve
Let me
to
explain.
say something like that,
I'll let her talk.
I remember the argument.
I'll let you
That
talk.
was 2 years ago.
I'll let
the
you talk.
fact that he kept that is just shows his mindset.
Mr. Bell, why did you keep that for 2 years?
I kept that because one time, anytime a person has two faces, they want to act like everything is peaches and cream
Like you're
in one
doing.
place, and then and you living under a situation like that. She's very volatile. She don't listen to nothing I said. My mom died in 2008 and 15, and I used to go see my mom. My mom was a paraplegic. She had the trach and everything. 6 years prior to her passing away.
Yeah. Now, what is the argument? What is the problem? We all have mothers. They all eventually get sick.
Yes.
And then they all go.
Because she had a problem.
If it works out.
Right. But she had a problem with me visiting my mom, And then she always said,
His
well,
mom
I gotta go
died
check
a
on my
couple
mom.
years ago.
I gotta check
Me
on
going
my
to see
mom.
my mom was
Those
a
were-
problem with him because his mom had passed away.
Those were excuses
you can
not
hear
to
it in
come
the
home.
argument.
Those were excuses.
What's the fact that she was taking care of her mother who has dementia got to do with your mother dying? I don't know what you're talking
He's a
about over there,
narcissist.
Mr. Bell.
What he believes is for him.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out some avenue of logic over this side.
We had a big falling out before I left to go to the BP oil spill because Deer had, that was my job.
I want to talk to your daughter because y'all making me crazy.
Yes.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what's going on. Everybody wants to tell me how sad their story is, but nobody wants to tell me what you're disagreeing about. You just want me to feel this way about your side and feel that way. So I want to talk to the daughter.
Yes.
Tamaya Bell, you are Mr. Bell's daughter.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Can you help
How
me
are you
out
doing
at
today,
all?
ma'am?
I'm fine.
Yes, and the same expression that you got when you called me in, she humping and, doing little stuff, the gestures, that's what I get all the time. Now, first of all, my family really didn't want them together to begin with, but she eventually fell into the trap and showed us exactly who she was. Now, mind you, she feel that she got all these feelings and emotions for my grandmother and all this stuff. We allowed her, gave her the benefit to speak at my grandma's funeral. Okay? When she moved out the house, that woman took my grandma's pictures out of the frame. That's how petty she is, and laid them on the table as if they wasn't nothing, like it was a piece of garbage to her. You know how many times my dad then broke down and called me like, I love this woman, but I got to deal with this and that and the third. I never disrespected her.
You know what? I'm going to say that I feel sorry for this 31-year-old woman who come to our home. We let her stay in our home. She comes in the house one day, lays on the floor in the living room, and in front of me and my mother. That's the type of woman you talking to. We got along good when she stayed there. She actually, me and her got along good. We watched Have-Nots together. And what speaking,
Miss Bell, Miss Bell.
I am speaking.
Miss Bell.
See, this is what I dealt with.
No.
Cut.
See. This is what I dealt with, okay? She's straight from the streets.
She's not rational.
She is straight from the streets. Thank you.
No.
So what I did was I tried to talk to her.
And yours ain't no better.
Yeah. So
Yours
I
ain't no
tried to
better.
talk to her.
I didn't have no problem signing for the car, but she didn't even have a license. And everything in my power was not to do it, but out of love, I did it anyway.
What happened?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. This man did not do this out of love. He bragged to everybody, I'm buying my wife a car for our anniversary.
I know I
I'm going to
did
buy my wife a car. Everybody who would hear. He did a sermonette in church and brought the issue up in church that he bought his wife a car. Guess who made every payment?
No.
Me.
No.
I have it on my Credit Karma. It shows who made all the payments. I made all the payments until I did lose my job after 10 years.
We had an agreement.
I asked him to help me
We had an
make
agreement
the
with the
payment.
car.
He didn't. And then, consequently, once I did get back to work, it was too late at that point, and then they were going to come in and charge it off.
Well, the real truth about the car is that
I worked in finances,
the company she
and
worked
I
with,
told
they
him,
transferred her job back to Canton because she transferred from Canton to Dayton because she was having problems at that company. So when they allowed her to transfer back to Canton, she didn't have transportation.
Hang on. We still got the daughter over there. Let's see what she's doing.
Okay.
Again, like, you see how the first thing that she came at with is he on my furniture. I sure in the hell did, but let me tell you why.
See?
When we had our family reunion, we actually had a good
This is the
time,
type
and
of
I
person
was
we're
mixing
dealing
liquors
with.
and having a good time. When I came back home in confidence, talking to Tracy, when I woke up the next day, I said, dang, my stuff is wet. She said, girl, you had an accident last night. She said, but don't worry about it. You know, stuff happened. You still young. You enjoying life.
We
but for
never
her
had
to get
that
on front of the
conversation.
screen, that shows you right.
Goodbye. Thank you. Next. So, yeah.
No. This is a hot mess in a shook champagne bottle. I don't know what to do with it. You tell very, very long, detailed stories. I think your life is very, very messy. Very, very ratchet. You know, one step off the gutter curb. No. You can't make sense out of that kind of stuff. There's nothing I can do with that kind of stuff. And let me tell you something. I mean, y'all go to church on Sunday and then you just leave God right there.
Exactly.
And just do whatever. I mean, it's just a hot mess.
Yeah.
I
It
don't know
embarrasses
what.
Hey.
It just embarrasses
me. Okay.
Are you together now?
No.
Stay that way.
Thank you. I agree.
I didn't hear a cogent story, yes. All I'm gonna do is say no recovery and run. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
So you started out by calling her a deadbeat wife. She wasn't too happy about that. You still feel that way now after Judge Lynn kind of dug into you a little bit?
But she's my wife and everything, but there was different situations that brought that about. And there was issues where she actually was that person.
Is there any hope from you?
No.
Zero. Okay. Judge Lynn had a lot of advice for you today. What was your reaction to hearing what she had to say?
I like what she said. She's absolutely right. I do not want to be identified with the ratchetness that was on the other side. So this is, as you can see, I'm totally different from that.
Judge, today's case, know-it-all.
According to my paperwork, we have a case full of tattoos, TVs, and a whole lot of sex. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure what we're about to see.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Lynn Toler and Shantae Washington. The two of you have been together for 5 years. You have 2 children together. You don't think you can be together anymore. You are seeking $300 for a smart TV. Let me start with you, Ms. Washington. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here today?
Judge, I'm here because my man is a sex addict. He has a problem, and we need to do something about this. It's kind of crazy, like 3 to 7 times a day.
Your Honor,
I don't understand.
Hang on. 3 to 7 times a day?
Like, and if he don't get it 3 to 7 times a day, he wants it from other people. So,
Mr. Taylor, is that accurate?
That's accurate, but that's not accurate, though, Your Honor. I only want her.
Now, which is it, Mr. Taylor?
It's not accurate, Your Honor. I only want her. And I
Only
feel like,
want her?
Yeah, I feel like, you know what, I am a sex addict. I mean, I want to get it all in before I'm 40. I got a lot of juices in me. So...
Whoa. What's with the deadline at 40?
Because, you know, I might be old. I probably ain't going to want to do it no more. I might want to sit and play the game and...
Oh, you misunderstand. I ain't telling you why I know. You just misunderstand.
Judge, let me tell you. So, it was a time when I woke up late. Now, we had sex the night before.
Right.
And, I mean, I don't mind having sex. I love it. It's good, so I don't mind. But I woke up late for work. I had about 15 minutes to get ready. So I decided to go to work at 8 o'clock instead of 7. He figures because I decided to go to work at 8 o'clock that we have time to fool around.
Your Honor, she always late.
Hang on.
Now, how do we have time to fool around when I'm stretching the time?
Right.
I'm trying to get in the shower. I want to wake all the way up. I need to get dressed.
Get it together so you can go to
I gotta get
work.
myself together, but unfortunately, I can't get myself together unless I get him together.
Yeah. Mr. Taylor, what do you have to say about that incident?
Your Honor, I would tell you like this, Your Honor. She always want to say some stuff like that, but she promised me, like, we're going to do it. Like, she like to go out, and she'd be like, oh, when you stay, I like to stay home with the kids so she can have a good time. So she'd be like, I'm about to go out. When I come back, we're going to do it. We're going to do it good. So I'm like, all right. We get to the house, first thing she do is throw up and go to bed. That's the first thing she do, you know? So, you know what, I'm like, you know what, I don't want to do it like that, so I'm going to just wait until the morning. You know what I mean? I'm going to be more conservative. I'm going to wait until the morning. So I wake up in the morning, I'm ready like coffee. Like, I'm ready.
Right.
So now she got an attitude. Because I want to get something. Then I'd be like, dang. But if it was the other way around, though, Your Honor, say if she wanted something and I didn't feel like doing it, all of a sudden I'm cheating or I'm doing something else, now I'm getting interrogated for a whole week, Your Honor. A whole week.
So I was pregnant with our last daughter. She's only 1 year old, so you know it wasn't that long ago. When I was pregnant with her, I had pelvic pain, kind of like a cracked pelvis, but it wasn't really cracked. It was fractured, more like she sat right there on my pelvis. So I didn't really want to have sex. It was hard. It hurted. So I tells him that, and he gets mad at me and throws a fit and have a temper tantrum and tells me he's going to go out and have sex with other women because I don't want to have sex.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Mr. Taylor, did that happen?
No, that's not true, Your Honor.
Well, you tell me what happened.
That's not true, Your Honor. So what happened was, yeah, she had pain, but she had pain for like, complaining she had pain for 4 weeks. I know she ain't been in pain for that long. Like, and look, Your Honor, look, I'm seriously, Your Honor, I'm thinking in my head, like, man, you just don't want me to do it to you because she was already mad. She always had an excuse. So I'm like, man, come on, it's been like 4 or 5 weeks.
Did you know she had a fractured pelvis?
I don't know about no fractured pelvis. That's what she was complaining about.
We went to the hospital. He didn't really want to go to the hospital with me while I was pregnant, but I made him go so that they can tell him that I had problems down there. They gave me a belt to hold the baby up off of my pelvis and everything.
You don't remember the belt? You don't remember that?
I don't remember none of that.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Taylor. This is a common problem that I have with dudes coming in here. Don't want to get it. Do it. I don't care if I don't want to know about your pain. I don't want to know about what's happening over there. Yeah. I hear you. I can't go to the hospital. I'm scared to look at you. I'm scared to watch you get a needle. I can't watch you go through so much pain, so you got to do it by yourself. Y'all need to get it together. Just own it, move on.
It's another time, though, Judge. That ain't even the end of it. So he talks about me coming in and throwing up from a hangover. Okay, if I come in and I'm sick and, you know, I tell him he cleaned up my throw up, yeah, that's true. But why would you want to have sex with me if I'm sloppy? Exactly. I'm not together.
You know what?
I don't think
You know what? Your Honor, Your Honor, when I met her, she was in some pajamas or whatever. So I don't care if you sloppy or not, because I'm going to love you regardless. If your head messed up, you got a dent in your forehead, whatever the case may be.
Rag on your head, you don't care.
I don't give a damn, Your Honor, because I love you for who you is, you know what I mean? Inside and outside. So what's the problem? What is the problem with that? You got to look cute for me to have sex with you now?
No. It's not about me looking cute. It's about me understanding what's going on. That's right. It's about me being
conscious.
In tune with what's going on.
Yeah. I'm in tune.
Not about me looking cute. I came home looking cute. I threw up, but that don't make me look ugly.
No, that do make her look ugly, but I still want her. I still want her, though. You know what I mean? I still want her.
It's not an attractive sight.
Yeah,
No,
it's not
right?
attractive, but I'm still attracted to her from the heart, like not from just the outside, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so that makes him a sex addict because of my heart.
He seems to really love you. Do you really believe he's having sex with other women?
Let me tell you,
if he's not
Judge.
having sex with you?
Let's start with a text message that my daughter was playing on the phone, his phone, and she laying in front of me, we in the bed, and a text message pops up in the phone. It's a young woman. She's asking what he's doing. And this is him. Hey, mommy, I wanted to know, can we have like a spontaneous one-night stand?
Look,
we do that?
Mr. Taylor, can you discuss that?
Your Honor, we weren't talking at the time, Your Honor. We've been having fights. I probably wasn't sleeping in the same room with her at the time, Your Honor. So maybe I did do that, Your Honor. I admit that I did that.
Right.
For the simple fact that we was going back and forth. We was talking about we was breaking up, or we was talking about we ain't gonna be together. So I was like, all right, forget it. She ain't gonna. And then, you know, usually when we break up, I still get something on the side. You know what I mean?
Usually when we break up, I still get some on the side.
I still get some booty from her, even though we break up. A week go by, we haven't argued. If we don't argue, then something ain't right. You know what I mean? If we don't argue in her eyes, something ain't right. So we go by, we ain't arguing a whole week. And then she bring up the same story. We can go, you know what? Fish is me. I don't care what you say. Fish is me. I'm like, did you Google it? Your Honor, I said, did you Google it? I don't care what Google say. Fish is me. Fish is me.
We were definitely together. The date will tell me the same thing.
Right, right.
We were together. He was just being him.
Right.
That's what he do. He think that if I'm not giving him as much sex as he need, he's going to go to other women. He wants to be, he won't have spontaneous one-night stands. He wants to be boy toys and things of that
Your
nature.
Honor, Your Honor, tell her, explain about her. She thinks she in the clear. She ain't in the clear either, too, Your Honor. That stuff
What she do?
She be doing, the only thing is, the reason why she can see that because it's on the phone. Difference is, I do text messages. She do her stuff through social media, Facebook and Instagram. And then she
So both of you were creeping and tipping a little bit.
She was creeping, too, for existence. Like, she'd hit me, at one time, I'm calling her and like, yeah, what you doing? Nothing. I'm on my way to the house. So I'm calling her like, what you doing? She's like, oh, nothing. I'm just outside with my friend. So I pulled up like, oh, your friend. I'm like, what you ever doing? Oh, I'm just buying fireworks. So I'm like, oh, you buying fireworks? But when I get there, he got all his doors open. He got the trunk open, the music blasting. I don't see no fireworks. Then when I do go up there and I'm like, who is this? She's like, oh, this is my friend. I'm like, I never met him before. She's like, oh, yeah, I used to work with him. But he came out of nowhere. I never met him in my life, never seen him. She never introduced me to him to that day.
Judge,
to that night.
he has definitely met this young man and may have not been in person, but he has definitely been introduced to him.
Right.
I don't know his name, Your
He's just
Honor.
a co-worker.
I got you.
And the doors is open, the trunk is open because he's styling. He had just got it. He just signed a deal. He just got him a new truck.
Why he styling though when you just trying to sell some fireworks?
I bought the fireworks and the fireworks set on the counter.
Where she was at?
Porch.
Where she was at?
And I'm at the trunk of his
If she
car.
was creeping, she wouldn't have a guy come over and open up all the doors of his truck. I mean, I just want to say that. Mr. Taylor, you say she thinks she's always right and she can never admit that she's wrong.
Oh,
Tell me some stories about that.
Man, one time we was just driving and out the blue, usually she don't know how to ask me a question because when she asks me a question, it's always something negative. So this time I was shocked. We were just driving and she just bust out and said, hey, babe, you think fish is considered meat? I'm like, what? I don't think fish is meat. I don't think it's considered meat. It's in the ocean, but I don't think it's considered like far as meat because she trying to be on a diet, not eating red meat and chicken and stuff like that. So she wanted to know if fish was okay to eat. I'm like, yeah, I don't think fish is meat. Right. Like, you can Google that. I don't think fish is considered meat. Right. So a week go by. Yeah, a week go by, Your Honor. And then she just bust out of nowhere. And this is how I knew that was something because a week go by, we haven't argued. If we don't argue, then something ain't right. You know what I mean? If we don't argue in her eyes, something ain't right. So we go by, we ain't arguing a whole week. And then she bring up the same story. We can go, you know what? Fish is me. I don't care what you say. Fish is me. I'm like, did you Google it? Your Honor, I said, did you Google it? I don't care what Google say. Fish is me. Fish is
Your
me.
Honor, we Googled it. Some people consider it to be meat.
But it's
some
fish meat, Your
people
Honor.
don't. We both were right. He just don't like to say that.
No, the thing.
But why were you mad at him?
I wasn't never mad at him. I only recall talking about it once. This may be an image that he put into his head.
No, this is not no image. This is
I
the
only
truth.
recall talking about it once.
Your Honor, when I say she don't.
Because I don't like to listen to him because he always think that he's right.
She doesn't agree with the GPS?
She is the GPS, but she don't want to. She just like the 1999 version when they tell you to make a left, make a left, make a left. I'm telling you.
He said that we was going to my friend's house.
Right.
Why wouldn't I know how to get to my friend's house?
She don't, the reason why, because she doing too many
Why
things.
wouldn't I know how to get to my friend's house?
Didn't you get lost?
No. He wanted to do his own thing.
He
chooses to do his own thing. And when he drives, which he forces himself to drive, he drives, he sits up there and, I don't want to hear you say nothing. I don't want to hear you talk about me driving. I don't want to hear you tell me what to do. I got this.
Because
if you got it, then why you waiting on me to tell you where to go?
Every time first of all, Your Honor, she lying, because if she knew where we was going, we wouldn't be talking about this, Your Honor. For real. Seriously, because she be on the phone trying to talk to people. She be on Instagram at the same time. She wait until we pass the light, and they be like, oh, we're supposed to make a left. When you're supposed to be paying attention, you GPS. I don't know where I'm going.
She wants to have a threesome, and he's engaging in it.
No, Your Honor, that's not true, Your Honor.
Come
Your
from?
Honor, Your Honor, that's not true, Your Honor. I was doing her tattoo, I was doing the cover up, right? And my girl coming down there snooping as always, so I expect that.
Snooping?
Yeah, when she came down there, I was doing the tattoo, she was like, that's your girl? I'm like, yeah. She was like, oh, she really cute. I said, I know. Look, she thick like cold oatmeal. Like, I know she bad.
So he's a tattoo artist, right?
Right.
So every woman, no, it seems to be that he only does women's tattoo. I mean, it's a market where you know, you're a man, you might do a lot more women's tattoos. Understood.
Right.
But every woman's tattoo that he has done, he has tried to talk to.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Now, how do you know
true, Your
that?
Honor.
Oh, I seen it.
No, she had.
Judge, now let me just be real about
yeah,
me. I'm a snooper, okay?
Right.
Because I know my man. So I checks it out. First of all, if they don't show up, what tattoo artist is texting the woman, you could have told me I'm expressing my feelings to you, but
That's
you
not
ain't
true, Your Honor.
responding, you ain't answering the phone, what's going on? What type of tattoo artist sends his
that's
client
that kind of message?
That's not-
that's just to start.
That's not accurate, Your Honor.
Another message is from another young woman that he's done a tattoo, a big back tattoo. It took him a couple hours. Oh, she wants to have a threesome and he's engaging in it.
No, Your Honor,
Where's
that's
the
not true,
threesome
Your
gonna come
Honor.
from?
Your Honor, that's not true, Your Honor. I was doing her tattoo, I was doing the cover up, right? And my girl coming down there snooping as always, so I expect that.
Snooping?
Yeah, when she came down there, I was doing the tattoo, she was like, that's your girl? I'm like, yeah. She was like, oh, she really cute. I said, I know. Look, she thick like cold oatmeal. Like, I know she bad. I know she bad. You know what I mean?
never heard that one before. Thick like cold oatmeal.
She said she bad, so she was like, she like girls. I'm like, I don't know. She asked me, like, she like girls. She like, cause I would like to have a threesome. I'm like, oh, okay. So I brought her to her knowledge though. She was like, nah, I'm not down with that. So I understand that, but that was the whole situation. But she thinking that I was trying to have
He
sex
never
with
acknowledged me in this conversation, Judge. This is a story I haven't heard of.
Your Honor.
I read the messages in his phone. This is how I know she wanted to
Who
have
she
a
wanna
threesome.
have a threesome
and
with, Your Honor?
he went to Chicago for a little while.
Right.
And when he came back, he made sure to message her and tell her, I'm back in Cleveland. You still trying to have that threesome?
And I let her know though, Your Honor. I let her know that she was,
Never got the knowledge.
she was gonna be
I
involved.
never knew anything about it.
I got a good picture of what's going on here. Mr. Taylor, you say you should be paid $300 from Ms. Washington for a LG Smart TV that she broke. Tell me about it.
Oh my God.
There's the TV.
Yeah, look at that.
What happened?
I had my own place, she had her own place. So when we was dating, I had my own place, she had her own place.
Right.
So at the time, I was going through some financial problems. So I decided that, I'll just move in with her, you know what I mean,
Right.
until I get back together.
Right.
So I brought my stuff over there, and it didn't last, but maybe 2 or 3 months, we get in an argument. So I'm like, man, I'm about to leave. I ain't got to stay here. I'm just let you know, I ain't got to stay here. I can leave. So as I'm getting all my stuff, I'm trying to take my TV. No, you ain't taking no TV. You know, it's my TV. But she trying to say I gave it to her. No, I let you use it because it was not enough TVs in the room for everybody to watch. She only had 2 TVs, so I brought one of my TVs over there so we can watch it. So as we got in an argument, I'm trying to leave. As I'm walking out the house, Your Honor, she pushed me while I got the TV in my hand, pushed me on the couch, and then I don't know how it happened, but I fell on my TV, and I said, you broke my TV.
This is an elaborate story.
What do you say happened?
So what happened was he had another experience of cheating.
That was not true, Your Honor.
We got into an argument.
That's
He
why I
gets
left.
mad at me because I didn't elaborate on him cheating. I didn't care. At this point, I don't care. Whatever. Yeah, he had a financial situation. He had to come stay with me. He sold one of his TVs. I was going to buy the TV. He told me I can have it. I guess he wanted to give it to me as payment for coming and staying with me. Whatever.
That's
you told
not
me I
true,
can
Your
have it. So I'm keeping it. I had it for months. He stayed with me on and off.
Your Honor, I got a question.
At this point, he decides, he want to move out because we got into it about him cheating. So he breaks into my house. He broke my back door, breaks into my house, and told me to call the police because the police is not going to do anything but tell him that he stays here. So I said, you know what, you're right. I'm the one who told him that. So I know you're right. Whatever. He said, but I'm going to call the police anyways so they can tell you. So I said, no, you just get out. Just get your stuff and get out. So he decides he want to pick up my TV that he done gave me.
I'm telling you.
Did that happen?
Yes.
That's somewhat true, Your Honor. Somewhat true.
Can I just say the following? If you're going to engage in a relationship, You gotta have some boundaries and some borders. You can't be breaking up every other month, taking TVs off the wall and walking out with your TV and all that kind of stuff. You've got 2 children together. You gotta build a stable home. Whatever's happening over here, don't be fussing about it. Sit down, talk, have a conversation. Actually, I think you're a great couple. I really do. I think you love him, and I think he loves you. I think everything is going to be fine. I believe her story about TV. She had way too many details.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. I know that's what happened. So you're not getting anything except for this woman is staying with you, because I know that's what it is. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All right, let's try and figure out this sex schedule. All right, 7 times, did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that, is it?
It's sad, right?
No,
Look at you.
Let's hash this out a little bit here, because
I love you, but I just want more. Like,
I mean,
more.
I know you love me. I mean, because you can't get enough, but at the same time, like, it's like, can I get enough?
you gotta find a happy medium. What do you think? We want a
3
happy
times
medium?
is fine with me.
All right, that's generous.
I could give him breakfast. I could give him
Can we
breakfast,
do
lunch,
3
and
and a
dinner.
half?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I need a snack too.
Judge, today's case is Miss Sophia.
They have been on and off for 10 years. She says it's because of his drinking and insecurities. Now she says she's done for good. Let's see if she really is.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Sophia Landrew and Aurelius Bates. The 2 of you have been together for 10 years, on and off, engaged for the last 3. You do not, however, want to be together anymore. Ms. Landrew, you're seeking $700 for the value of original music you say Mr. Bates destroyed in a fit of anger, and we're going to talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Ms. Landrew, let me start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here in divorce court today?
Dealing with Aurelius and his attitude, his temper, his lack of control of his finances, I'm about ready to check myself into a mental hospital. I can't deal with that anymore. It is ridiculous. It's like raising a little boy. It's like he's a little boy trapped inside this grown man's body. I remember this one time where I was having a discussion, minding my business, on my own cell phone, and he was overhearing some words that I was having with the person that I was talking to. So I get us off the phone, and he tells me, well, he asked me, you know, why was I still talking to this person? Who was I talking to? Just all up in my Kool-Aid, don't even know the flavor. I'm talking to whoever I'm talking to. That ain't got nothing, absolutely nothing to do with him. So I see that his temper was kind of, rising, so I decided to go ahead and leave the room. Just leave the discussion, leave where it says it's not that serious. I'm talking to Tom, Bill, Sally, Jane, and Paul. It don't matter who I'm talking to. So I end up coming back into the room. He done had him a temper tantrum. I walks around where my dress and everything is at, and I see some CDs on the floor. I'm not thinking anything about it. I'm like, okay, he done had a little tantrum, so let me go ahead and clean up the mess. I goes over there, I see my name on one of the CDs. I'm a hip-hop artist. I produce all of my music and everything myself, distribute all my music myself. So I'm looking down, I'm like, Lord, please do not say this is my name on this CD. And I walks over there, I see all of my broken music, all of my music broken up. He done had him a fit.
Spitting lines. Mr. Bates, did you tear up her original music?
Yes, ma'am, I did out of anger. But
what were you angry about?
This is, as she's still associating with the same people that's dealing with the ex. These people she does music with, they're all in this together. This guy's kin to these people. And all these people are associated with these people in this group. So I'm like, why you not telling me, exactly what you have going on?
I don't have to. Hang on. Let me ask you a question. Do you think she's still messing with the ex? Because, you're in the music business. You have an ex in the music business. You can't just distance yourself from everybody you deal with and start fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's your business.
Right, I understand that, but
I did it out of anger because I didn't, you know, she don't tell me things.
Because you
like,
didn't know who I was talking to.
Stop.
And I'm like, you know, you still associating with these people. You know, you're not telling me exactly, because in the conversation she was beating around the bush like she's not telling them exactly what she's in Colorado for.
Oh, I see
different
what
stuff
you're
like
saying.
this is. It's like I'm out the picture and it's like, well, I got this going on, but I'm in this place and I'm doing this.
I'm with you. Miss Landry,
in the conversation,
you go ahead.
While I'm trying to talk to her, I'm trying to tell her how I feel about it. I'm trying to get her to understand, you know, if you not doing anything, you don't have anything going on with these people, I'm trying to get you to understand how I feel about it. Well, you're not, she don't want to hear that. It's like, but then, it's just nothing. It's nothing. It's like an attitude to the point where I can't tell her exactly how I feel about something without her shutting me off.
Right.
So then at that point, I'm like, I'm not getting no understanding out of what's going on. So
he says you're being circumspect. He said if there's nothing to hide, people who have nothing to hide nothing. So you're not being clear and upfront about what you're doing. That's what he's saying.
Judge, I did not have to tell the individual that I was talking to. I didn't want to tell them where I was at. Me and Ariz had just got back together. We wasn't even back together that long. No one knew that we was back together. So who I was talking to, I didn't let them know that, hey, look, Ariz and I are back together, and we're trying to make everything work this time, because we had separated. I had only came back for 3 days. I just came back. I wasn't even there 72 hours, and all of a sudden, he's doing the same thing that he was doing that led me to leave him the
first place,
20th time.
Yeah, right. Tell me about his temper. Give me some examples of what he does and how far he goes.
Outside of the music, which that's something, but my job. Now he messing with the church's money, because now you taking from you taking food out of my mouth, your mouth, everybody's mouth. Everybody got to eat off of these. Now we working together. Reese and we work together at the cow plant. So this is a dangerous environment, dangerous job. So you have to, when you train someone, you have to have some type of professionalism or something about yourself. Some people are training, but everybody not able to train. He is not able to train, not even a dog. I wouldn't even train a roach, a rat, or nothing. He can't train anything. So we over here, we working together, and he expect me to get the job down in 72 hours. I have 45 days to learn the job, so he getting upset and everything with how I guess I'm not doing it up to him.
You're not picking up on the job quick enough.
I was going to be the first woman to actually do this job. No woman has ever took on this job type, so this is a very big deal. It's a big deal. So his temper, he got so aggravated and everything with me, frustrated. His temper was so bad to the point where I had to go to the supervisor and say, hey, look, I'm no longer able to work in this department and work with him any longer.
Were you crunchy and cranky when you were trying to help her learn the job?
No, ma'am. At this time, we're working with a machine that it stops the line every time. So I'm training her, but I don't expect her to get the job overnight like that. I just was trying to get her to the point where she can get the job down pat. She was doing a good job or whatever. So all of a sudden, at one point, she didn't get the job, do it right at that moment. And so it was like, well, then she letting the machine just roll by. So the guy telling me, well, then catch the machine. I'm like running, trying to catch the machine. She's in the way, so she's kind of in the way. So I didn't push her. I just tried to go catch the machine.
It was an emergency.
And then I tried to catch the machine because she just letting it roll on by. So the guy told me, get the machine because it's gonna be on me.
Right.
So
you didn't push
at that
me.
Time, she was like, she just got angry, like as if I ain't want her to. Like she really mad because she didn't get it. Right. And then it's like
she put it on you.
Well, she like, you know, like they
now you couldn't just let it. Like, you couldn't let the machine just roll on down the place.
I'm in training. That's his job.
But that's what he was trying to catch the machine.
Yeah, but he didn't have to push me either.
He might have if it was an emergency. You had a loose machine.
He's a trainer.
No, he's right about that one. You blew that one. You gotta catch the machine. 6 months into the relationship, she cheated on you. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about that. What happened and how did you find out? You say sometimes when you drink, she irritates you. I thought that was interesting. Could you explain that to me?
Well, yes, ma'am. Well, I do, you know, when alcohol kind of influences things a little bit more. But when she's on it too, it don't make it no better.
Oh, she drinking too?
Yeah, if she was at that time.
Oh, okay.
So it ain't like she's just innocent over there, like, you know, I'm the only one that, and
So do you guys fuss and holler a lot when y'all drinking?
Yes, ma'am. It gets to the point, if somebody, let's say, for instance, we can be having a conversation or an agreement, disagreement about something, one of us want to be heard. And so at that time, both of us want to be heard, and it's not gonna work at that point. So if I say something I can't get out to her, to reach out to her, and it's not working, well, then come say we clash right then, and nothing's gonna be said at that time. Or it's just gonna, the argument
just escalates.
Escalate.
Look, Ms. Landry, what do you have to say about that? Anything in the communication department?
Yes, we have lack of communication. It's a hit and miss, especially when he's under the influence. You can rarely talk to him while he's sober. You can't really get anything through to him when he's intoxicated. Everything go over his head. Mr. Bates is right. Everything is right. And if you don't want to hear it, he throws him a tantrum. Oh, well, forget it, then. Don't worry about it. You ain't even giving me a chance to say anything. If I don't say it the way that he wants to say it or that comes out the way he expects it to be said, oh, you can't talk to Mr. Bates, especially a little bit, a whole lot.
So we twins.
Well, when you say a whole lot, how often does he drink and how much does he drink when he does drink?
Every day.
Every day, and how much?
Oh, about 4 or 5 beers.
Every day?
The big beer.
Look at that, that's the truth.
Yes, man, it's the truth, it's the truth.
How do you stay so thin? 4 or 5 big beers every day? I'm just asking.
I've been inside all my life.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. I've been inside
Got
all
a
my life.
fast metabolism, good for you.
Right.
6 months into the relationship, she cheated on you, is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about that. What happened and how did you find out?
At this time, we had just got together, whatever, and so she comes to the car one night, and she was like, I got something to tell you. I'm like, what? You know, we was like into a relationship, but we really wasn't. I didn't know if she had a boyfriend or not. She didn't tell me that she was going with this guy this time or anything. She just popped up and tell me something out. Well, you know what, Riz, I'm sorry, I cheated on you. I'm like, you cheated on me? She like, how do you feel about that with her? I'm just sitting there like, ain't nothing I can really just do or say or nothing about that because, you know, people, I'm the type of person, people do things, they're just life. And they you know, people mess up in life. You know, I didn't look at her the wrong way or anything. Ever since I met Sophia, I always looked at her as a friend. I never looked at her as anything less than that. You know, I looked at her as a friend. You know, you still my friend. Understand people mess up. That's how I looked at it. Because I had a lot of love for her, you know. So
does it make you insecure now, or has it messed with your ability to trust her? Because that was a very forgiving spirit, which I congratulate.
Well, at this point, it doesn't, because I grew out there because I got much understanding for people as a human being. I'm not the perfect person in the world myself, but at the same time, if something's keep reoccurring, and from that situation, then, you know, yeah, I'm gonna have a problem with it. You know, I can trust, you know, trust. I can give you the benefit of the doubt, but full trust, I can't.
I can't stay there. I have to just transform my whole life if I'm around this man.
Mr. Bates, what's your version of that?
Well, here's my thing, young.
Why do you say his insecurities are overwhelming?
So one day, the roommate gave me a call. He was at work. He was leaving work early because he was sick. He gave me a call and told me that, hey, look, you know, I'm coming home early because I'm not feeling well. Mr. Bates didn't know anything about he was coming home, so I was like, you know, Mr. Bates, he coming home from work early. He was like, why is he coming home early? Why he called you? Why he didn't call me? Why he didn't tell me? I don't know. I don't have any of those answers. I just know that he told me that he coming home. So he felt some type of way about the man giving me a call saying, hey, look, I'm coming home. He felt like we had this whole thing going on. He called me and he was like, you know, I didn't answer the phone. He called me when he was at work and by this time the man had made it home. I didn't answer the phone because I was asleep. He felt like it was some funny stuff going on.
Funny
and I
business.
tried to explain to him, you know, hey, look, you know, it wasn't anything going on. This went on for weeks and to the point where I was like, you know, you need to talk to this man. And I told the man, I said, look, you need to talk to him too. Let him know, hey, look, this not going to go right. He don't want me at the house by myself when the man is around. I can't stay there. I have to just transform my whole life if I'm around this man.
Mr. Bates, what's your version of that?
Well, here's my thing, young. We always communicate whether, you know, where I got something to do, getting off work early, this and that, this and that. Well, here's the thing. He usually tell me, we be like, well, I'm getting out early. You didn't tell me that you was gonna get out early or nothing. You know, she's at home by herself, and I'm like, well then, okay, why are you not telling me that you about to leave work early and go to the house? I mean, you're not telling me anything that's giving me the...
Oh, Mr. Bates, that's a little off. Isn't that a lot to ask of a roommate that he has to report to you his whereabouts so you can make sure that he's not home alone with your lady?
It's just that I look at it from a respected side. That we always communicate. That's now.
And this time it was out of the ordinary.
It's out of the ordinary because usually we communicate. Okay, at this time you just pop up and leave. You were my ride to and from work. We always communicate.
Well, you should have led with that, Mr. Bates.
Don't say that to me.
The story a little better. I got you. You should have led with that. I understand what you're upset about. I want to ask you a question. You say she always says she's going to put you out whenever there's an argument because she says, because her name's on the lease, you got to go. Give me some examples of what she's been doing in that regard.
It all depends if things not going right financially or I got a temper problem or something like that.
You gotta go.
It's time to go. I can't deal with that. You got to leave. You know, she wants me to work on something, but if it's not happening within her time frame or the money is not right at the time, you gotta go.
Are you quick to put him out, Ms. Landrew?
I surely am. This is the thing. You are not no little boy. You are a grown man. I didn't take on the role of being no one's mother.
You say you want $700 for the destruction of the original music that he engaged in while he was hot about something. Tell me, is that the story you told me in the beginning?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, what did he destroy and why you value it at $700?
That's over 11 years of music material that I have put out myself. I have been making music for 11 years. It's not easy to do that. Everything, I work for that, and I distribute my music myself. So I pay for the studio time and everything myself. So all of that costs.
Yeah.
That.
But what did he destroy?
He destroyed my entire collection I had all of my original music.
I guess I'm trying to figure out what the platform is.
My CDs, I didn't have anything on no hard
Nothing was
drive,
downloaded, uploaded, or whatever they do?
It's at the studio that I recorded it, so in order for me to get it, I have to pay for that to be onto a hard drive.
How much does it cost to put that on a hard drive?
More than $750. Because that is a lot. That is years and years and years of
Mr. Bates?
material.
But where'd you get $750 from? $700
from the No, it was no.
It was only 4 CDs.
Well, where the rest of my CDs are? Where's the rest of my music?
I don't know.
Did you destroy her music though?
It doesn't matter if it was
4
one.
CDs of her music.
It's mine.
Yeah. But you have to pay to get them downloaded from the thing. Listen, I don't know how much that's worth. I don't know how much that costs.
Too much.
You can't destroy your stuff. But you haven't proved $700. I'm gonna give you a nominal amount that just shows that I know you have to do something. I don't think it's gonna cost $750.
No.
I don't know. But you could have proved it to me by bringing a bill or
I
a receipt or something.
I could have.
So I can't give you what you asked for. I'm just gonna give you it's $100. Now let me tell you something about the stupid tax. You seem to pay it a lot. All of those tickets and the fees, whatever state you're in is making a mint off of you not taking care of your business. There's no reason to have all those tickets. It's no reason not to take care of your tickets. It's no reason for any of all of that. The state has plenty of money. Don't volunteer to give them any more of yours by not following the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
$5 in favor of Miss Landrew. It is so ordered.